Yeah, it's good enough. That's good enough. Welcome to a late night editing stream. I'll be on for an hour. Thought I'd say g'day to you guys for a bit. Editing the Gold King Challenge. I'm probably going to do an all-nighter for it if I'm going to be completely honest. Let's just get as much done as possible so I can get it out on Thursday. Because I keep delaying it, but got no excuses this week. I want to get it out this week. Like, I actually want to get it out. I want to just get it out and done with. Because I think if I get it out, that'll kickstart the growth for the channel. I reckon kick that up again because it's been a little bit slow this week. So I'll just save this. I'm going to close down Photoshop as well. Actually, no, I'll get the chat up on my laptop rather than my phone. Again, I'm doing this on my phone because it's just easier, and I know it won't crash if I stream on my phone because I'm not using my laptop, so CPU won't get overclocked. So we'll find it on my channel. There we go. There's the stream. 32. All right, let's see what people are saying. G'day, Will. Mitch Robbo streaming. Yeah, I'm aware, but who cares? Just because you stream doesn't mean I can't do a little editing stream. Mitch is like everyone's over there. Who's Mitch? Mitch Robinson? Again, I don't care if Mitch Robinson's streaming. Good on him. Literally, like, what do you want me to do? Jump off a bridge because he's streaming? Currently, what I'm going to do, since I am streaming, and usually when I do these streams, I barely get any editing done. It's a bit unproductive. I'm going to look for some music that I can use for the video. So I'm going to go on this website that I had to purchase. It's like $20 monthly subscription where you get a heap of good different bits of music. I think there's like over 50,000 songs I can use. So I'll go for a bit of a browse for the next 30 odd minutes whilst reading chat because I want to at least make use of this time. I don't want to just waste it on doing nothing and just reading chat. I want to read chat whilst listening to music that's actually productive because this can be music that you can use for the video and for other videos as well. So let's have a look. It's like Channel 9 saying Channel 7's doing the news so we can't. Yes, yeah, it is actually in a way. Like, it's more the case when people are doing the same game, live reactions. I don't know if let's just say I'm streaming the game and so's Caden. People are like, oh, Caden's streaming, you should stop. Well, what, 7 News is going to be doing the news? What, so should 9 News just give up? No, it's a little bit different, but when you think about it, it's all the same, isn't it? The vid from Anzac Day on Thursday, this Thursday. But it has been ages. Like, it's definitely been the longest gap between I filmed a video and when I get it out. It's going to be over a month and a week. Too long. Should have gotten out earlier, but I just had other shit to do. And I've continuously pushed it back. The Variety Gamer. Oh, were you in it? Were you in it? It's pretty cool. Who else? I'm sure there'd be very few, but if anyone else was actually a part of the video, let me know. It's good to say we got someone. How's the other stream? My hair's looking... Oh, fuck. Whenever someone says that, I know it's looking terrible. It's never looking good. It's a little bit better, I guess. Alright, let's look for some music. I'm not really great at multitasking on streams, but this should be easier than actually editing. That's why I've sort of not stopped, but I have reduced the amount of editing streams I've done because a bit of a waste. I might as well just do a late night chat and forget about the editing because I don't like. Let's say it takes 2 hours to edit a video. It would take 6 hours if I did it on stream, probably, or even longer than that. Genuinely. How many working controls do you currently have? I don't know. This one should be working. It's just not working at the moment. It like picks and chooses the times that it wants to work. This one's certainly not working. I think I showed the wrong. I thought the camera was there. The camera's here. This one's certainly not working. But Luke McMahon's going to be getting this one because he actually won the giveaway. So I don't know why I gave this away, but people actually wanted it. So, you know, I'll be sending it to him later this week. Look for some beat drops, shall I? You're going to deliver the broken... Yeah, later this week. Yeah, yep. I don't necessarily send something out straight away. And considering I'll be spending all my time on the video that I'm working on right now, probably won't get it out to you tomorrow, but I think Friday or Thursday, because I'm going to go out to the city, so I might as well just get it done then, or the weekend. Regardless, you'll get it soon. Oh my God, Zeno. Why would you spam such a generic question? Thoughts on Essendon? So generic. I'm not going to answer that. Oh, no. Well, I don't know. I don't think you care, but if you want this, let me know, because it's just come off. It was like hanging on by a thread. Now it's fallen off. I actually don't even know what it is. It's obviously something. Alright, let's figure out the controller. I've got to focus. Do you own Cardi Clips? I do. Will and I take turns when we upload. So I upload one day, Will uploads the next. But I broke the streak yesterday. I forgot to upload, and that was like 40 days, almost 45 days of continuous daily uploads, which is annoying that I just fucking broke the streak just like that. So I'll be uploading a couple in a row to make up for it. Give Will a day off. But it doesn't even take that long. It takes 5-10 minutes max getting out a clip. It's more just thinking of what I should upload the next day. When I've got something prepared, it's a lot easier. When I have nothing prepared, then I need to use my brain a bit more. But it's all normally pretty chill. Oh my God, speaking of chill, all I can find on this website is chill music, and I don't just want chill music. Davidoff spread. Wasn't it like longer than 100 days? Remember when Ryder had like a streak of 3 weeks where he did daily uploads in 2020, but they were like really, really shit. Like March and Comp, Tier Maker, weekly vlog. Oh my God. And I uploaded the... Yeah, that was bad. Normally I would have fixed that mistake straight away, but I had a stream on my other account straight away, so I didn't even bother checking. I just... Yeah, it was poor from my end, but that's all right. We move on, and it's fixed anyway. So when you go and check that clip out, you can't tell that I made a mistake. Let's look for some suspense music. That shit. Come on. If I spend longer than an hour just looking for music to use for the video, that's not great. No. No. Did you end up filming a Girl King challenge in Pitch Black? I haven't filmed that yet, but I will. I'll do it when I get someone down to my place, because I don't want to film it on my own. I might do it when Nick comes to Melbourne, because he might stay in my place for a night or two, so he can film it for me, I guess. Well, this is good. Epic suspense. Yeah, that's what I want. Suspense. Let's have a look. This is actually a pretty good website. Epidemic Sound. I think Caden uses it. Well, I asked him what website he uses to find his music, and he told me that he uses this one. So I decided, oh, screw it, I'll use it myself. $20 a month. It's probably worth it, because you got a whole load of variety, a lot more than what you get on YouTube Studio, and it's pretty average tracks on YouTube Studio compared to this. But it takes a long time actually looking for the songs that you want. Geez, it's going to take me a while, I reckon. Do you think the Suns will be in the grand final? No. Straight away, no. Maybe finals, but not grand final, obviously. put sub count on. I can't on my phone. I'm streaming on my phone, so the only reason I'm streaming on my phone is because lately when I've been doing editing streams, every time I actually get it into editing, and I'm not actually editing, I'm looking for music to use for my video, but when I actually, I don't know, trim a clip or something, the stream starts lagging until I stop, and it's like, what's the point of that? So anytime I do a editing stream, which won't be very often anymore, but it'll just be on the phone. I don't think it's that big of a deal anyways. It's not like this is a prime time AFL live reaction. I'm going to be starting doing the live reactions on my phone. That would be pretty shit, wouldn't it? The AFL Evolution 2 career mode was funny. What did you do? What did I do? I'm sure if you were aware that I streamed the AFL Evolution 2 career mode, I'm assuming the one you're talking about was the one I got out earlier today, the one on my second channel. Yeah, don't expect that to happen every time I do that. That was a one-off, that's for sure. It's pretty pissed off, that's for sure. I just had the darkest hour of YouTube ever. Why is that, King Gold? Watch bloody DNL for an hour. Is that what you did? Come on, I've got to find something good here. I've narrowed it down to suspense, epic, and electro. So there's only like 20 options. I should find it something decent enough. What happened to King Gold? I'm not too sure. Saints Brisbane in the grand final would be nice, but don't think that'll happen. You go to the Queen's birthday? Oh, maybe. One of the punishments was to actually go there and hold up a Shannon Humphrey sign. Even though I didn't end up having to do a big call punishment this week, I'm almost tempted to just do that regardless, or do something along the lines of that where I go to that game and hold up a huge sign, because I reckon it'd be pretty funny. Is the Knicks staying the night before the Colonium on the same Friday night? And I think maybe Saturday night. I mean, if I've got nothing on, I might as well help him out so he doesn't have to spend money on a hotel. Oh, you're surely not, Will. Why not? Missing out on arguably one of the games of the year, or at least for a Carlton and St Kilda point of view. Is that just because Nick's going to go to the game? You don't want to see Nick? Obviously, that wouldn't be the case. Fuck, I thought this wouldn't be that difficult, just looking for music. But you just got to get the exact song that fits the timing of the video. Otherwise, it's just not going to go well. Can't find that yet. That's all right. Nowhere close to the game of the year for a Colin. Maybe not close. It could be the game. I'm not saying it is or it's shaped up to be. It could end up being the game of the year or one of the games of the year. Because Carlton and St Kilda are in a similar position. They're fighting for that top 4 spot. That game could shape the top 4 quite drastically. That could be the difference between the top 4 spot and finishing outside the top 4 for both sides. Well, again, maybe not for Carlton since they've got so many big time games, but definitely for the Saints it'll be up there. Fuck this. All right. Couldn't find anything good. Let's go back. Would I be able to stay the Friday night? Because it would be the funniest things. I mean, I'm sure you would. The thing is, I don't even know where... If I got Nick over, for starters, I don't know if there'd be a mattress that would be big enough for him to sleep in, because we only have single mattresses. And secondly, if he does come over and you come over, where the fuck is everyone gonna sleep? You sleep on the floor again, like you did with Sammy. But I'll figure something out. When is that? That's almost a month away. It's early July, so it's not that long away. Like, it'll creep up quite soon, I reckon. Your punishment of 78 likes. Well done, King Gold. You probably liked it on 30 alt accounts, but good on you. They do AFL 18, Carlton. They definitely have an easier first half of the fixture than the second half. So I'm just looking at the second half of the fixture. If they drop 50-50 games against like Richmond, Freo and St Kilda, and if they lose to Collingwood last round, they might be in a bit of trouble. I'll have to talk to my mum about it to see if she'll... Well, she's not going to let you go to the game? If that's the reason, that's a pretty shit reason, I guess. Yeah, but you got no control over that, I guess, in a way. Maybe King Gold. Seriously, Nick, you're back and you're annoying. That's all you're worth, mate. All you do is join people's chats and just say the same shit. Oh, Lloyd Meek. So annoying. Just piss off. So he's got, I don't know why I timed him out. I might as well just hide him, because I'll time him out, he'll come back, he'll say the same shit, I'll get pissed off again. I should hide him out. Not hide him out. Just hide him from the channel. Just hearing Nick go, he's bowled like Chris Judd, you don't get... Oh, fuck. That might get me to sleep quicker, potentially. I might just want to go to bed early because of that. Come on. I've got to find something good here. I haven't even found a good track, and it's been 10 minutes I've been on. No, it's been 17, even worse. Stream Suns and Roos. Do you know what I might do? I might stream Freo v Brisbane. Or Hawthorn v Collingwood. Or maybe even a double header if I've got nothing on Sunday. Actually, I might have something on Sunday afternoon, but I could stream Freo Brisbane. And I'm probably going to stream the Friday night game as well. So if you want to tune into that, then there you go. Feel free. You know what? I'm just going to download this track anyway. I do. Yeah, I've got 55 people watching me do nothing, but hey, I enjoy people's company, so I'll take 55 over nothing, that's for sure. It's normally 20 to 30 to 40 maybe at most that I usually get for these sort of phone editing streams. Now I'm on 60, so big ups to everyone who's sticking around. Yeah, I don't know why someone wants me to stream Suns v Roos. That's going to be just a shit game. Suns are going to... I don't even know if Suns will smash. They'll just have full control and probably score 10 goals, 21, win the game by like 30, 40 points. So it's like a 50% chance max I can go. Oh, your dad's going to be in the USA. What about if you stay the night at mine? So you don't have to worry about taking the train alone. I know, I mean, that's just an option, but imagine Will, Geordie and Nick all at my house on a Friday night. You can consider that if your parents will let you. Stream your mum, stream your dad. What do I reckon about Hawks Collingwood? I said I might stream it if I am free during that time, because I reckon that'll be a good game of footy. I reckon it's going to be a game where both sides go over 100. I said it in my tips video. But my tip is actually Hawthorn. I think they're going to get the job done in an upset. That's my upset for the week. Because let's be real, North and West Coast, they're not winning any games anytime soon. Sydney could beat Melbourne, but I just don't see the D's losing twice in a row. And then your views are plummeting. I'm just going to hide you, mate. Like, you're just being a dickhead. Although he's not wrong, this week's been one of the worst weeks so far for views. The tips video's done shit, and the vlog yesterday's done shit as well. So hopefully things can change around soon. But I just don't need that being said in chat. Am I going to stream any Thursday night games? They starting in it. I can't stream Friday night next week, so maybe. But we will see. We will see. What actually is the Thursday night game? Is it Richmond Port? If it's Richmond Port and it's at the Adelaide Oval, that could be a decent game. Imagine also getting Sammy to come to Yasin. Oh, God. I could also get Sammy to take the same train as me there and back if he's going to... Oh, yeah, Sammy actually might go to the game because I feel like a lot of people in the group are going to want to go because Nick's going to be there. But good luck getting tickets. I tell that to Sammy. If the game's going to be at Marvel, good luck getting tickets. Considering that it's a Carlton home game especially. Happy 9/11 to everyone in chat. Someone said it's at the MCG. What, Carlton Saints? No, it's not, unless they moved it. They should move it because I think that could attract 70,000 almost. Because it's the Saints supplementary home game. Because we lost a home game due to the Cairns game. So we get one back. And of course, I had to choose one of the worst games to get one back because all the Carlton fans are going to fill up all the seats. And it's going to be tough to get a spot. But they haven't bloody... they haven't moved to the MCG, I don't think. But they probably should, but they won't. Let's continue looking for a good track to use for the video. Oh, Port v Richmond, yep. Yep. Forgot I was talking about Port v Richmond, but there you go. Lost track. I mean, will Saints fans still show up though? Only getting 23. Yeah, but we're playing North. It's not as big as it's not as big of a game, obviously, and on a Sunday as well, not prime time. You'd think at least 20,000 St Kilda fans would show up, or 30,000, but 30,000 won't show up because of the amount of fans Carlton have. But it's a different scenario. I honestly expected the crowd to be less than 23,000. Saints v North, if I'm going to be completely honest. On a Sunday, in a relevant time slot. A relevant game, although, to be fair, who wouldn't want to see the Saints put a number on a weaker opposition like the Roos? Oh, my goodness. I think West Coast will win the Wooden Spoon. I might do a mid-season ladder predictions next week, and I can give you my in-depth analysis on who I think will finish first to 18th. Stop spamming, mate, you idiot. Shame we're getting so much primetime game like Freo. Yeah, Saints are. Not like the Saints to get so many primetime games, but you'll take it, that's for sure. Where do I find beat? Beat drops. Just have the games on a Friday night and Saturday night. Sunday games are overrated. No, go to, you got to have Sunday games, at least 2 or 3. Because that's what I pretty much do all Sunday, just watch the footy. If I've got nothing else on, which is usually not the case. Goodness. This is a lot more difficult than I thought. Looking for songs. I might just leave it there for a bit and just read a bit of chat. Only the relevant chats though. I've had a few shitty chats, particularly those who were spamming. I know when the St Kilda had a chance to go 8-3 into the bye. Yeah. Okay, part of me is a little bit disappointed that the crowd wasn't higher, but part of me was also expecting 20,000 at the game anyways. It just had that feel to it. But again, it should be different for St Kilda come, particularly if we beat Brisbane or Sydney. Do we play Sydney after Carlton? I don't know if we do. But if we beat Brisbane away, there should be even more people attending that game. Keyword is should. Next two Richmond home games are Thursday nights. Yes, look at this. A Richmond fan complaining about primetime footy. It's almost as if you were JS. It's almost as if I'm reading exactly what JS would say. Because that's something JS would actually say. Oh my God, you've had the game at 7:50. I'm working the next morning. Oh my God, you've just fucked my fixture up. You fucked my schedule up. You have a spare ticket for free every Carlton, which means it's almost guaranteed that if I put it in the group chat, somebody want to go. When is that game? That'll be a really good game of footy, I reckon. You know, and I'll quickly have a look. If I genuinely had nothing on, I would consider going. And I'm sure you'd probably rather me go with you than oh nah, that's same day as Sydney Saints, and I'll be at that game. So good luck with Sammy. Well, good luck going with Sammy. Oh my goodness, someone's just made a fake out of me with my middle name. Is that why people kept asking what my middle name was? Just so they can make a fake account using it? No, they didn't, Docker's Lover. At least not my parents. Played West Coast twice and 5 games in G. Yeah, I know. I think they were talking about it on the Sunday footy show. The Cats are in a good position to still make the top 4, even though they haven't been at their best so far this season. They've still, 7-4 into the bye. They'll probably win another 7, 8, even 9 games if they get things going their way. So probably 14, 15 wins. It's not a bad season. Go Tom, just hide him. Hide that account trying to be me. Are you a believer in Freo? I obviously wasn't after last week where they got done by the Pies and the Suns, but you know, after watching them dismantle the Ds, that was outstanding after halftime what the Dockers produced. So I probably am a believer in the Dockers. I reckon they will make top 4. Although they do have a fairly difficult back end of the season. Their fixture isn't promising. They've got a few difficult games, but if they can beat Melbourne away, they really can beat anyone. So I think they should make top 4. It's just whether or not they are able to, get a string of wins together and maintain the consistency and actually win games in the wet. I'm not too sure how many more games they will play in the wet, but if they can't seem to get things right and they continuously drop those games in poor conditions, that could cost them a top 4 spot. Potentially. Richmond v Port will have 30,000 since the Thursday. Should have more than that. Let's be real. If you really care about footy, it doesn't matter what time the game is. Thursday night, Friday night, Monday night. You should attend the game no matter what. Like, so what if you got school or work tomorrow? Suck it up, is what I say. Tigers fans are sooks though, let's be real. Most of them are, at least. Can't wait the Friday night game. Well, we've had a couple of pretty good Friday night games in the past few weeks, thanks to Sydney. They've performed on the Friday night time slot, and we've got what, Geelong v Bordeaux. That's going to be another cracker. I think that'll be a game probably decided under a goal, I'd say. So yeah, looking forward to that one. I think I'll stream it, but if I get offered to go, I probably won't pass it up, because I think that could be, yeah, one of the games of the round. Well, probably the game of the round. That and Freo v Brisbane. 9:20 the time is. I'll probably wrap it up before 10. Well, I will wrap it up before 10. I'm not going any later than 10. Hopefully after the siren again. Oh, that would be amazing. Let's just say I did go to the game and it was after the siren and I didn't vlog the game. I'd be pretty pissed off. So if I were to go to the game, I might just vlog it. And if it's a shit outcome, I might not get it out. But if it's a good game, I might just, yeah, might have to upload it. But if it's really bad, I might just give it up at like halftime or something. No point getting out a relevant match day vlog, because we saw what happened on the Monday. I got one out and it still hasn't cracked 2K views, which is pretty disappointing. Like, it's very disappointing. Nah, I'm not watching the French Open. The only tennis that I probably would watch would be the Australian Open, because the most relevant tennis is in Australia throughout the year, but I'm not a massive tennis fan. I don't mind tennis. I would watch it, but I'm not going to watch every Grand Slam event or every event there is. So, nah, not really. Well, I didn't even know it was on, if I'm going to be completely honest, which obviously goes to show I don't care that much about tennis. 2000, oh, piss off, King Gold. Sook it up. Sookie sookie lala. That's what you are. Hopefully this Friday night. Yeah, that'd be solid. We've had a couple of games now in a row in consecutive rounds where there have been two sides that have scored over 100 in the same game, which is what you want to see in footy. I think in 2021 we had 3, 2019 we also had 3. Of course, in 2020 we had none, but that was because of the reduced quarters. But 2022 we've had 2 already. We might see a few more throughout the season, which would be good, because you want to see high-scoring games of footy rather than the just boring, low-scoring, scrappy affairs. You should stream the Collingwood v Hawthorn. Yeah, I might stream that game if I've got nothing on that Sunday or in the afternoon. I promise to go to all my sister's footy matches that do not clash with St Kilda games. And there's no Saints game on this week, so if it's a morning game, I might be able to stream Collingwood Hawthorn. If it's an afternoon game, I might just go to a sister's footy and just, you know, enjoy the day there. Any good pulls? Any good pulls for the ladies or footy cards? Because I'll be honest, probably neither. I did get a good pull a couple of weeks ago. I got a gold magic, or gold star. I think it was Zach Bailey. That was pretty decent. But no good pulls with anything else. Nothing amazing. Honestly, aside from that pull that I got, I've been pretty shit with team coach cards for the most part, which is disappointing. My dad keeps looking, he pays 1,100 for memberships. Well, if you're paying that much for memberships and you're not going to the Thursday night games, well, it's your fault. Like, well, why can't he go to those Thursday night games? Is it clashing with his work or something? Like, Jesus Christ. I don't think memberships should be that much. Like, is he paying for premium gold class memberships? Unless he's paying for your membership and then the whole family's, if the whole family goes, that would make more sense. But you're not going to be paying $1,100 for one membership a season. ridiculous. I guess it makes sense. But, like, what do you expect? Wouldn't you want Thursday night games? Because that goes to show that the AFL think you're a pretty good side and want to have you play on a Thursday night time slot. I mean, I don't think the Saints have a Thursday night game this year. We have a few Friday nights. Like, we've got Essendon coming up, Bulldogs and Carlton. So 3 in like 5-6 weeks. 3 memberships. Yeah, fair. Ryder's been really... No, he hasn't. He's been, I wouldn't say far from inactive, but he got out a free OV Melbourne vlog the other day, which did pretty well. A whole lot better than my vlog. Fair enough, though, but still. He hasn't been inactive. Mitch, on the other hand, has been probably the one that's been a bit more inactive as of late. Buddy should have got a standing ovation. His only flaw was he didn't knock Hodgson out. That's a random statement, but fair enough. Geelong Melbourne playing off Thursday night in round 17. That'll be a good game. That'll be a tough game to tip. It's just really tough to go against the Cats of GMHBA, but Melbourne, they're just a class above the rest. So you probably would have more tipping the Ds in that one, but it would be a tough one to tip. Thursday nights, I can see why people hate more than Sunday Arbos, though, because you go to the game, get home at about... True. I guess because I don't have... Well, I'd be pretty pissed off because for this first semester, I had to get up at 6:30 to go to uni on Friday. But the thing is, it probably wouldn't have affected me anyway because I would still go to bed at like 2 to 3 a.m. on the Thursday night when I had to get up at 6:30 the next morning, which is just stupid. I don't know why I kept doing that. It was a reason why I'd miss a couple of weeks because I'd wake up at like 9, 10 o'clock and miss the class completely because I'd go to bed at fucking 3 the night before. So I guess it wouldn't have made much of a difference. I would have gone home at 12 if I went to a Thursday night game. Wouldn't have affected me. Still would have stayed up for 3 more hours, which is stupid. All right, let's look for some more music. I've taken a bit of a break, but we'll continue because I've got to get this done. Can't waste too much time. I got work at 7 a.m. the next day, but can't miss it. Look, it's worth missing out on some valuable sleep. Like, if you're going to have 5-6 hours of sleep, I think it's worth it if you get to go to the footy. Like, all right, you got work the next day, 7 a.m. Not ideal, but fuck it. Support your club, go to the game. Unless you live 2-3 hours away from the stadium, you don't really have a genuine excuse. A genuine excuse of not making the game if you're a true supporter. Because, I mean, we didn't have many Thursday night games at all, the Saints. In fact, I can only remember maybe 1 or 2 during the time where I went to school. But we actually had more Monday night games. We used to play Carlton on a Monday night every year, which is strange. And I'd go to most of those games. All right, get home at midnight almost, or 11, 11:30. You know, got to get up early for school. So fucking what? So fucking what? Deal with it. Deal with it. The Friday night game this week is Geelong v Bulldogs, which is going to be a good one. You'd think it'd be a good game of footy. Cinematic. I'll have a look at that. Hollywood epic. All right, let's have a look at some Hollywood epic soundtracks. No, fuck that. What's some I want to find some celebration tunes. Don't night games end at like 10:30? They don't end at 11. The latest a night game would start would be 7:50 on a Friday night, or Friday nights start a bit later than Thursday nights. Thursday nights start at like 7:20, which makes a lot more sense because people have work the next day in school, so you wouldn't want it starting any later than 7:20. So you'd think it would probably end at like, it'd end before 10, probably like 9:45, 9:50, 9:50, 9:55. it would end before 10, and you'd probably get home by 11 if you live within an hour away from the ground. So it's not that bad. Like people are making it out worse than what it really is. So yeah, you wouldn't get a game ending at 11. Particularly not on a Thursday night. Mitch Robinson is high. I know you're not with him, Mason, but if you, for whatever reason, are with him, I guess, yeah, tell Mitch Robinson I said hi as well, but there's a very little, small percentage of a chance that is the case. Oh, it looks from gaming music. Nope, maybe not. Hopefully for one of the Thursday games. There are 10 injuries that require the stretcher. The game finishes at like 11:30. Or there's like a Thursday night game like Optus or the MCG, and there's a lightning delay. There's like a 30-40 minute lightning delay, so it just means that the game will have to end a lot later, which would piss a lot of people off. God, this is tough. Let's look for some pop music, shall we? Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm aware he's streaming. It's like the 4th person that has let me know about that. I hope trains are back in regional big this. Why were they not already in regional big? I don't care how many people put an F in chat. I'm not getting KFC at the moment. 9:32. I don't even think it delivers. It's probably already closed. And even if it wasn't already closed, it would just be a waste. I don't want KFC. I realised though that I'm only a 4-minute walk from a bus stop that can take you to KFC in 5 minutes. So if I really wanted to and time things right, I could get to KFC in 10 minutes, which is well, it's quite handy. If I ever want KFC quickly, I don't have to order it from fucking menu log. It takes an hour to get there, and it costs $40, and it gets all here cold. Just head to KFC on the bus, 10 minutes, solid. So might get a little bit more KFC over the next few weeks if I ever want a cheeky feed. This is really frustrating. Looking for songs that I like. Oh, that's not bad. The new setup. Well, it's not that new anymore. It's still new enough, I guess. Yeah, I don't mind it. Although I need to tidy it up. It's getting quite messy, my desk. And I'll get onto that when I can. No, he has to have KFC. Oh, you're getting a timeout for being immature. There's a bus up in front of my house. My old house, yeah, I was also right in front of a bus stop as well, which is pretty handy. And 1 minute away from the train station. I wish that was the case at the moment, but it's not. You know what? I like this song. I want to download it. I ordered Uber Eats last night, and the driver drove past the house and drove to the next suburb. How how hopeless is that? And sat in the same spot for 10 minutes and turned his signal off, and I didn't get fit. Yeah, that's pretty shit. I think something similar happened to myself when I was with Dylan. We ordered Hungry Jacks, and either that, what you just said happened, or what we ordered was the completely wrong order, and we got the wrong meal. I'm not too sure what happened. But I remember Dylan called the Hungry Jacks and complained. I got really pissed off. I didn't care that much. I was just more pissed off with the fact that I was having to argue with Dylan in the first place. It just was like, fuck, just forget about it, mate. It's not the end of the world. Let's look some beat drops. The driver said he delivered the food when he didn't as well. Maybe he did, but someone else just took it and just claimed it as theirs. There's a chance that could have been the case. As if K-pop is a genre. There you go. There's K-pop on Epidemic Sounds for anyone who even uses it. Why are some Indians fat? Because they feast people's orders. All right. Yep. I'll ignore that one. Sub Goal King Challenge is coming out Thursday. Probably will premiere it at 4:30 p.m. I'd say. So keep an eye out for that. But tomorrow at like 9, 10-ish, I should have it scheduled. I hope to have it finished by then. Because I don't want to have it rushed. Like, I don't want to be rushing it out on Thursday. That would be the worst case scenario. There's no need for that to happen. That's why I've delayed it for so long, because I'm like, I'm not going to rush and try and get out this next week. But I just kept delaying it and not bothering with it. And then I'm like, you know what? This week, let's knuckle down hard and actually get this done. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing all night. Can't find any good B drops, which is pretty shit. Come on. Come on. Sup, Lesser Dog? I reckon he ate it because why would he sit in the same spot a suburb away for 10 minutes and then turn on his signal off? Well, if he did eat it, what the fuck? How should have it? Surely you get fired for that. Like, if you're meant to deliver someone's food and instead of doing that, you decide to drive through that suburb to another one and sit in your car and eat the food for 10 bloody minutes. Like what? He's not in a life or death situation where he's got to eat to survive. I'm sure he can wait the 15, 20 minutes or wait till his shift is over to get himself his own meal instead of having to eat someone else's Uber Eats. But yeah, it's strange. King Gold. The other day, Donut King, I ordered one donut and I claimed a bag of 10 and they shouted me back. And did you go back and return the 10 donuts, or do you just go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to claim the 10 donuts, and you just leave? I probably would have, well, if they shouted me back, I would have just given the donuts back, be honest with that. But if they don't say anything, I guess you just take it, you know, take the 10 donuts for free. Like, if I'm paying for something and the cashier gives me the wrong change back and gives me extra, do I be honest and tell them that they got it wrong, or do I just claim the extra money? Usually, particularly if I was younger, I'd just, you know, take the money. It's happened to me a couple times, and I think all the times I just was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to let them know that they gave me the wrong change back. They should be more aware themselves. So yeah, that's what I did. Maybe it's scummy, but I'm sure a lot of people do that as well. It's not like I don't know, it's like I paid for chocolate bar and I gave them a couple bucks and they gave me $50 change, which would be stupid. But like, if that was the case, I'd probably have to tell them, you know what, mate, you fucking idiot, you've given me $50 in change for a chocolate bar. But it's something like $1 or $2 at most. Hope you all well. Good tipping video. Yeah, cheers, Stephen. Hopefully that video can do a little bit better over the week, because it started really disappointingly. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe because it's bye round. People only want to watch the tips to see their team, because 6 teams aren't playing this week. 33% of people decide not to watch the tips video, which is a bit silly, but that's the only reason I can come up with. Or maybe people just think I'm irrelevant. Could be another reason. All right, we've got probably 20 more minutes at most before I wrap things up, because I want to get back to really knuckling down on this video. Let's continuously read the chat here. Geordie Pluto, a driver arrived at 8 Darlington Parade one day and knocked on the door and said he had an order for Nick of 5 family-sized Hawaiian pizzas and a 1.25 litre Sunkist. Oh, those were the days, Geordie. Those were the days. Wow, go time getting ratioed even in the YouTube live chat. Nah, Harry, it might be good for your standards, or you might think it's good, but when I'm comparing it to all my other tips videos, what do I usually get after? I don't want to check my analytics as a late because they're not good. They're really not. When you're not going so great, you sort of want to avoid having a look at them, but let's just have a look regardless because you got to have a look. You can't just neglect it. 2.9k views. Okay, 2.9k views, but over the last couple of weeks or 3 weeks, I've averaged probably 4k at this stage for my tips videos, and I've gotten what 3k. So yeah, a bit disappointing, a bit under the metric, which is a bit disappointing. I expect a lot more views after that amount of time. What, 5 hours 27 minutes? Should be getting 4k. Still haven't even hit 2k in my latest vlog, which is just shit. Can you do an Evo video on Thursday? I've got other stuff scheduled for for this week, but yeah, I do want to bring back the Evo content. I reckon maybe not next week, but the week after, I'm going to start up that series with other YouTubers. I think I might get Bev on for the first episode. I haven't asked him yet, but I will soon. And then, you know, continue that series, get a few more episodes out with other YouTubers. Because those are fun. Those are good fun. I like collabing with others, and it's entertaining. And I enjoy editing it. Like, sometimes it can be a drag editing boring videos such as, I don't know, tips, for example, or tier makers, sporkles. They're not really the most enjoyable videos to edit, but those videos such as the Gold King challenges or any challenges, they're fun to edit, and people enjoy them a lot more. Should we recreate that when Nick is at your house? We'll see. The thing is, Sammy's going to probably want to fucking come to my house that night. So imagine if Nick, Sammy, Will, you, 5 people at my house that night. That'll be hectic. But it'll be pretty funny. For the Carlton Saints game, tell Nick to not buy a ticket. I'll just give him my spare one. Yeah, right. I feel like it'd be such a Nick thing to do, to head to Melbourne all the way, head all the way down to Melbourne from Mildura for the footy, only to realise that the tickets are sold out and that he isn't able to get a ticket himself. So it'd be big waste if that actually did happen. But yeah, I'll just give him your ticket. It's all about hustle. It is. You don't give up. I can't get an editor, Bo. It would definitely fucking help, that's for sure. Like, it would definitely help out if I had an editor. But even Caden, he does his own editing. So, look, I need to earn a bit more money if I want an editor, because I can't just get people to edit for me for free. No one's going to edit my videos for free. And if they do, they're going to be pretty shit, aren't they? Like, they're going to be a lot less of a... There's going to be a lot less of a standard with the video quality when I get other people to do my editing if I don't pay them. And I'm not going to pay people for editing because I sort of need to save money. So that's right. I'm able to edit my own videos. It's just that I need to use my time more wisely and be a little bit more organised with what I do, which isn't too difficult. What else we got? Buy an Xbox. What the fuck am I talking about? Xbox, no go time, because no one owns an Xbox. Favorite team? Oh my goodness, can't believe people are still asking me this question. 2022. Here we go. If you don't know what that team is, then you don't know AFL. My dad's in the USA. He definitely won't hate it. He might be in the USA at the same time UCAT's in the USA. Well, I know he's not, but imagine. My cousin ordered Uber Eats just to be told the driver died in a scooter crash, and they gave him the order and there was a decapitated... Yeah. What? how do you come up with that stuff, King God? Like, seriously, what goes through your mind when you're typing that stuff in the chat? You know what? I'm just going to disregard the editing for the next 15 minutes. Just read chat, because I know I'm not going to get any editing done. There's no point. I knew it when I started streaming this, so I don't even know why I even bothered. I should have just not even titled it Late Night Editing, because I didn't get any editing done at all. That would be Will Arnott. Will Arnott. Why the fuck did I say Will Arnott, not just Will? Chocolate yogurt, man. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be a hilarious AFL meme. You tried to get a PS5, but it keeps selling out. How can they still be selling out midway through 2022? Weren't they released late 2020? Like surely they can't still be getting sold out. And most people I know, I'd say 80 to 90% of the people I know who own a PlayStation still own a PS4. So I think you can get with a PlayStation 4 for the next 3 or 4 years before you probably need to start getting a PS5 to upgrade. Because that's probably where all the new games are going to be released on, solely on the PlayStation 5 soon. Yeah, you need to start saving up for that, Go Tom, because that's going to cost a lot of money, that's for sure. But it should be worth it, like, should be a really good trip. Especially when you're 21 and you can legally drink. In America, that'll be a lot better and a lot more enjoyable than if you were there when you were like 20 at the moment. Thoughts on roaming Brian? Yeah, I think it's a good initiative that they've decided to bring back roaming Brian. So how long has it been since the last time he did a roaming Brian? It would have probably been 2019. That's the last time I can remember he still did them. So yeah, obviously COVID's the reason why they stopped, I'm assuming. Definitely in 2020 that would be the reason. Yeah, it's good that they're bringing them back, in my opinion. I've been meaning to get a PS5 for the last 2 Christmases, but they haven't been able to. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'm fond of my PS4 until it just fails on me and it gives up and it no longer works. Then I'll have to to consider getting a PlayStation 5. But for now, I'll just continue with my PS4 until either I get enough money to buy a PS5, and that's not top of my priorities. It's probably right here. Like, it's quite low in terms of my purchases I want. I don't need a PS5. I don't see any reason to get one right now. I'm fine with my PS4 at the moment. Fishing and stuff. Stop telling me to play Evo. It's quite obvious I'm not going to play Evo. No, you're not. You're very jealous of me. Oh, yeah, you're right. You are right. I wouldn't mind it if Nick brought his PS5 over to my place and I actually used it, because I've never actually seen firsthand what it's like to use a PS5. Apparently the graphics are a lot better on the PlayStation 5, which makes sense, but I'd like to see it in person. No, I'm not going to LA, but Go Time will be. How long are you going to be going to America for, Go Time? How much views do you want? Well, after a week, if it doesn't have 10K, there's something severely wrong, honestly. What did Caden get? He got 92K after 12 days. If I could get 20K plus after 12 days, that'd be huge. But right now, I'd be lucky to get 2,000 plus, for fuck's sakes. But yeah, I think it shouldn't matter. If it's a Gold King challenge, it'll do well, you would think. So I'm expecting it to do quite well. And I'll probably premiere it, because you only premiere the big videos you get out, and what's bigger than the Gold King challenge? The AFL community, not a lot's bigger than that. Imagine still being a member on Riser. How many members I don't even know if he still has a member at the moment. They've probably all cancelled their memberships. Go Tom's going to get all the LA Barbies in his yellow shorts. You've got to make sure you go clubbing in those yellow shorts, Go Tom. I'll be quite disappointed if you don't. My big call is Collingwood will win by 80 plus against Hawthorn. 80? Nah, that's not going to happen. I don't know if Collingwood are capable of winning by that much, even if it's against a side like the Hawks. I think it'll be close, but I'm going Hawks in the upset. Ask Nick to bring it. I actually will. That's the thing. He actually might, and I will ask him. Because the thing is, what are we going to do when he's at my place after the Cullen game? He's probably going to want to play PlayStation 5. Yeah, Jada will be happy. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that brings in some views for you, Go Tom, and some extra traction. The new AFL game it'll look a lot better on the PS5. I'd be pretty pissed off if they released the new game and it was only available on PlayStation 5 and it's not available on PS4. Because if they announce that, they better give at least some sort of time for people to be able to get a PS5 in the time that they release the new game, or they announce when they're gonna get it out. Imagine how shit that would be. PS5 only. Oh, sorry. Yeah, PS5 only for the new AFL game. I mean, your membership is just as good as Riser's. I don't do too much with it, do I? But I do a lot more than Riser. At least I make videos and stream. You'll get shot if you wear those shorts. Yeah, by Menke or the AFL Yank, that is. Yes, I have Bryson. Have you even asked your parents if people can stay over that night? Mate, not once have I asked them and they've said no. So I'm sure they'll be fine with that. Although I probably should ask, because if they say no, then Nick's in a bit of trouble. JS would have to make a whole video on that if that was the case. Maybe after the Blues v Saints game, get Nick to get on the fan cams. Well, I don't do fan cams. Maybe he can get on Saints TV's fan. No, he wouldn't be able to get on Saints TV's fan cams. I'm not a bloody Saints fan. We should get Nick to pretend he's a Saints fan and get on the Saints TV fan cams. If Nick stays at mine for 2 nights, I can stream Saturday night. I'm going to have a quick look to see what games are on Saturday night that weekend. We've got Gold Coast Collingwood and Geelong v North. I'd have to go Gold Coast Collingwood. Geelong v North is going to be an absolute pumping. That's for sure. Gold Coast Collingwood could actually be a pretty good game of footy. You'd think that'd be the Channel 7 game. They could shape the top 8 hugely if the Suns win or the Pies win, and they can potentially jump into that 8th spot. And then when I'm going to Perth on the weekend of round 19, I'm probably going to stay at UCAT's place, because I'm not going to fucking pay for a hotel if I'm going to go there by myself. And I might so I don't know if I'll stream the Saturday night games. I might do something that night, but I might stream like a Saturday afternoon game on my channel, and then I'll get UK to stream like a Friday night game on his channel, and I'll be there as well. And of course, on the Sunday, West Coast take on St Kilda. Get on the Blue Abroad fan cams. Well, yeah, the Blue Abroad fan cams, he doesn't have to be at my place to get on them. He can get on them whenever he wants. And I keep asking him, Nick, get on the Blue Abroad fan cams, and he keeps giving me some bullshit excuse for why he can't, or why he's not going to get on them. Oh, I don't know how to. Oh, next week, Cardi, or I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, he should. 9:54. All right, 6 more minutes. Even though I'm semi-enjoying this chat, I need to get the editing done. I wonder what Ben would think if he saw Nick lying on a Imagine I just didn't tell him and Nick just showed up at their house. My mum actually knows who Nick is. That's the thing. They follow each other on Facebook, and they chat. Well, the thing is, Nick talks to my mum weirdly, and my mum has no other choice but to continue on with the conversation, which is quite awkward. Stream Port v Richmond next Thursday. Well, if I have a look at the games, the only games that I can... Well, see, I'm not too sure if I will go to Brisbane next week. If I go to Brisbane, which I probably will, there's a more likely chance of me going than not. The only games that I can stream would be Richmond Port or Collingwood Melbourne. Which game should I stream out of those two? I'm not too sure. I feel like Collingwood Melbourne could almost be a better game. I'm not a fan of the Thursday night streams anyways. So maybe Collingwood Melbourne actually, because Thursday night I might want to get ready for exams. So Monday, I reckon. If I were to stream that week, I reckon I'd stream Queen's birthday. Because I actually think Collingwood could pull up a fight. They did it last year. They beat the D's. Imagine they do it again. How far along are you editing? Are you on editing the video? Well, I've finally finished trimming the clips together. So now all I need to sort of add the music, special effects, and all that sort of stuff, which usually takes quite a long time. So I've got to add the scores, all the graphics, find all these soundtracks to add to the video. And there's probably a lot more to it as well. So it probably will take me all night, if not longer than that. But the good thing is I've got tomorrow night as well if I need, but hopefully I can get it done sometime tomorrow. Just got to numb down and just knuckle down and just get it done without any distractions. And I'm sure I can probably get it done pretty quickly. Or quickly enough. Like, I can't get it done in a couple of hours, but you know what I mean? Like I can get it done overnight maybe. 2024, I want to go to Europe. I'm planning my life years away. Well, I've only got one. Well, I've got two, but I'm only going to do one, Stephen. The other one, I'm going to neglect it. Adelaide was good. Who's going to win the NBA Finals? I thought fucking Boston already won it. But again, I'm going to look it up because I actually don't know. Did they win the whole thing, though? That's the only question. Oh, no. Celtics play Warriors in the final. See, that's the thing. That's how much I know about the NBA. I don't even know what's going on at the moment. So is it Celtics Warriors? Is that the actual final or? Okay, so Heat Celtics was a conference final. Oh, fuck it. I don't even know if that's the final or not. Regardless, I'll probably tip. I don't know. Celtics. I don't fucking know who's better. What? You know, there are too many Warriors bandwagons, so I'll go Celtics just for that matter. But I don't know. Well, I know barely anything about the NBA, if I'm going to be completely honest. Oh, fuck you, Will. Finals is East v West. Yeah, I know that, but... Okay, well, if that's the case, then that could be the final. No one's actually answered my question. Is that the actual final? All right, it is. There you go. You have. Boston's the... Because obviously Golden State is Western Conference, but is Boston the Eastern or the Western? It's like in the middle of America, isn't it, Boston? Well, it must be the fucking Eastern, mustn't it? Why do I even care? I don't care about the NBA. That's the least of my worries. You know, I'll go on for another 5 minutes because we've still got 53 watching. And I've got all night to edit. I probably shouldn't say editing can wait, but editing can wait for another 10 minutes. The most embarrassing thing that's happened at school, well, I'll probably save it for a chat with Cardi. But I feel like I might have already mentioned on a chat with Cardi, or at least at some stage during a stream. But if I had to think of an answer, I probably couldn't right now. So I'll save it. I'll save it if I can remember. Kathy C, $3. Boston are in the East. Well, yeah, obviously they'd have to be in the East if it's Eastern v Western, but Boston, they're quite central to America. Like, they're in the middle. Ish. I want to have a look at the map. A map of America. Where's Boston? Why do I care? I don't know. I shouldn't care, but maybe I'm wrong, and it's not in the center of America. No, fuck. Yeah, I am wrong. Oh, it's so far to the east. It's not even funny. Okay, never mind. I was probably thinking about Denver then. Or, I don't know. I was thinking some other city. Again, I don't study... Well, I do study geography, but I don't study America that often. So, okay, I was wrong on that one. It's very far to the east. In fact, it's one of the most eastern states in America, Massachusetts. Go until viewers drop under 50. Well, we're borderline that. We're 52 at the moment. I'm sure it's going to drop very soon. You'd mentioned on chat with Cuddy. I don't know if you're being serious or not, Geordie, but if I did, there you go. Okay, I'm glad I actually had a look at the map just so I knew. Because if I didn't have a look at the map, I would still probably have thought that Boston would be center of fucking America. Well, not center, like sort of near Oklahoma. Don't know why I thought it was near Oklahoma. Far from it. Really other end of the country. Yeah, Boston is pretty close to New York. Let's have a look. How long would it take to drive from New York to Boston? Put your guesses in chat. It takes 72 hours to hike, apparently. Everyone let Geordie win the tipping comp, so Cardi has to pay. I'm going to have to pay regardless, Harry. But I'd rather not give Geordie the cash prize. I'd like someone else to win it instead. But I guess it wouldn't be that hard just to give Geordie the money. 10 hours, 2 to 3 hour drive. Close-ish, not that close though. 2 hours 30. I'll say closest hour wins it because there's a specific answer, but I don't think anyone's going to get it to the dot unless they look it up. 5 hours. Pretty close. Someone said 3 hours, someone said 2 hours. You're getting there. You're getting warmer. I'm sure that's probably going to give it away. Closest to the hour. Did Tango upload? Well, you're acting as if though I care. It's fucking Tango, not Caden McDonald. Not bloody Sideman Sunday. There we go. 4 hours. You're right. You know what? We'll do one more. We'll go Boston. I won't. Do this again. Boston to Golden State is San Francisco, right? I'd like to be sure on that one. If I'm incorrect on that one, that'd be pretty stupid. How long of it is a drive from San Francisco to Boston? If it can tell me on Google Maps. Closest to the hour is correct. This is the fastest route that we're going to give you. Look at the title of Tango's latest video. Oh, I don't even know if I want to. I don't even know if I want to. I should know that. You've not done that. Piss off, you've driven from Boston to San Francisco go time. Will, 17 hours, you are... you could be further off, but you are very far off. Everyone's super far off. You do realise how big America is. San Francisco is on this end of the country, whilst the Boston's on the other end. They actually could be further away, honestly. So a lot longer than 17 hours. Much longer. Think about it. Riley, yes, Riley, you're on the right track. And V. Boydo has actually got the correct answer. 45 hours. To put things into perspective, how far of a drive is it from Perth to Melbourne? Would it be similar? I'm sure it's less. I think it's like 32. That's my guess. If I get it correct, that'd be huge. Perth to Melbourne is 36. And then Darwin to Melbourne. Actually, Cairns to Perth. How far is that longer than the trip from Boston to San Francisco? Melbourne to Broome. That would be a huge trip. 50. Yes, it is longer. 53 hours from Perth to Cairns. Imagine taking a fucking taxi from Perth to Cairns. You go to the Cairns airport. Where would you like to go? I'd like to go to Perth. No, you fucking no. There's no fucking way you're going to. Yep, take me to Perth. You're a taxi driver. You take me to wherever I tell you to take me, and I want to go to Perth. How much money do you reckon that would cost? A taxi from Perth to fucking Cairns. And imagine how awkward that would be. A 53-hour car ride. Broome to Melbourne. I'm sure that can't be longer than 53 hours. It'd be probably 45 would be my guess. Oh, I got that one. We've still got 52 in chat, so I guess we'll have to continue. I'll do what Will said when we drop under 50. Oh, it's pretty much just as long. 52 hours. I reckon 500,000. Honestly, probably close to that. It'd be most people's yearly salary, I reckon. It'd cost a $10,000 cash prize. Is there a way to calculate that? Nobody would agree to do it. But think about it, Will. Yes, it would be really shit, but how much money would the taxi driver earn from a trip from Perth to Cairns? I mean, yeah, probably no one would do it, but I'm sure there'd be someone that would be willing to do it. But yeah, you're not going to get many people to agree to that. Cape York. Yeah, that's the most southern point of Australia, I think, Cape York. Perth to Cape York. I reckon it's probably 59 hours, almost 60. 61. Holy fuck. Imagine a 61-hour car trip and you haven't even left the country. Like, from bloody Madrid to Kiev in Ukraine is probably not... It's probably less than that of a car ride. Let's have a look. It doesn't tell me. Well, to be fair, you probably wouldn't want to be driving to Kiev in Ukraine at the moment. Let's look it up. Is it longer than Broome to Melbourne? It probably is actually, but we'll still look it up anyways. Madrid to Kiev. And it is... What did Shannon say? Mount Gambier to Adelaide. Oh my god. Why do you want to know? Is Mount Gambier... Oh, it's much quicker. It's 37 hours. Fucking hell. I thought... Actually, maybe... Yeah, actually looking at Australia, then looking at... Yeah, fair enough. Well, they put things into perspective. So, a 61-hour car trip from one end of Australia to the other. If you want to go from Spain to Ukraine, it's almost half of that. And let's just, for Shannon, let's just look it up. Adelaide to Mount Gambier. Is that the closest major city from where you live, Shannon? From Mount Burr? Population of like 200, literally. Imagine a 61-hour car. Well, you'd have sleep. You wouldn't accept that taxi drive if you weren't able to take rest stops. Because if you were unable to take any rest and you had to drive 61 hours straight, I reckon it'd be pretty dangerous after the first 24 hours even. Mount Gambier is actually pretty close to the Victorian border. All right, it's 10:09. We've dropped under 50, so I reckon we wrap it up now. I know people probably want me to continue, but I'm not really doing anything very productive. I'm just looking up random fucking routes like Portugal to Madrid and bloody Sweden to France. It's not really a good use of my time. Hervey Bay to Broome, it's probably 11 hours. You know, I reckon it's longer than that. Let me just guess. Hervey Bay to... Oh, no, to Broome. Fuck. 39, I'm going to guess. Before we wrap it up, we'll just quickly look that up. Hervey Bay to Broome. My guess is 39 hours. The answer to that is 47. So I was even further than that. Do Australia to Norway. But think about it, mate. Can you drive from Australia to Norway? No, you can't. You can't even drive from Australia to any other country because, of course, we're surrounded by fucking water. There's no such thing. I think the longest possible car ride could be from the southernmost point in Africa. Let's just go Cape Town to, before we wrap things up, I don't know. I don't think you're able to drive through Siberia, so I'm just not going to even account that. Can you go from Cape Town to Beijing? Is that even possible? Overnight stream. Yeah, you wish. Donate me $1,000 and we might reconsider that. An overnight stream would probably be the biggest waste at the moment. Alright, Cape Town to Beijing. Buenos Aires to Jerusalem. But that's not possible. How can you drive from Argentina to Jerusalem? You drive maybe from Argentina to... Can you drive from Argentina to Canada, or is there a... The Panama Canal, I think it is, that separates North and South America, but you can actually drive across it, whatever it's called. What is it called? Something. Miraflores Lake. Anyway, Cape Town to Beijing. Is that even fucking possible via car? No, it's not. Right. Yeah, I am. I'm doing geography, not editing. I'm wasting my time. Oh my god, why is everyone spamming overnight? Well, you do realise you're probably gonna stay in the stream for an hour, 2 hours max and leave, and then I'm just gonna waste all night doing nothing. Because what am I gonna do for an overnight stream? You guys don't want me to do an overnight stream. If I do an overnight stream, you're not gonna get a Goal King challenge out, and you'd rather that, wouldn't you? Well, I'd much rather that. So, fucking, you don't want an overnight stream. That'd just be the shittest. It'd be such a waste. Shannon, shut the fuck up. Stop being a sheep. Stop just doing everything everyone else does. Make your own decisions, mate. I'm going to time you out for that. The whole chat is... I don't give it if the whole chat wanted me to jump off the Westgate Bridge. I'm not fucking doing that. Edit for the overnight stream. No, I told you I don't get any editing done. I got fucking nothing done. I ended up doing geography more than bloody editing. At the very best, you might get me to stream till 10:30 because we're still actually on 50 viewers. But you're not going to get an overnight stream. I don't even know why people think it's a consideration. Jesus, everyone spamming overnight are idiots. Like, seriously. No, the thing is I can't get some sleep. I'm going to do it over. I'm actually going to stay up all night regardless, but I'm not doing an overnight stream. Do a bit of Wordle. I'd rather suck a horse's cock, Supermelon. Is that a bit too far? Maybe, but... No. Cave into peer pressure. No, I'm not. The best you're going to get is 10:30. Otherwise, it's either take it or leave it. Either take a 10:30 ending, or I'll finish right now. Under night, says Geordie. Yeah, I'd rather do that than a fucking overnight stream. Alright, well anyways, the whole chat has turned on me and they all want a bloody overnight stream. You said an overnight stream when you Evo correct. No, I didn't. When did I say that? I didn't say that, AFL18. You're just putting words into my mouth now. 10:45. No. Go to 11. No. I'm not fucking going to 11. I said I'd stop at 10 at the most, and now it's 10:15. See what chat does to me? They want me to suffer. They really do. See, Just Cause, he wants me to go to 10:30. I'm being serious. 10:30 is the latest. So either take it or leave it. Or I'll just end it. If at least 15 people the next minute don't say take it, I'm going to end the stream. So you might as well just say take it. I've got 57 in chat. So you should get 15 saying take it. Wheel spin. I can't do a wheel spin because I'm on my phone. So how are you going to see it? I'm going to stay up overnight. Yes. Look, people don't understand that you're right. I am going to stay up overnight anyways. But if I stay up overnight and edit without streaming, I can focus so much easier and get so much more done during that time than if I were to stream it happening. Because I have to focus on fucking chat. I'll just get super bloody distracted. And if I just streamed myself editing without saying a single word to chat, would you guys find that enjoyable? No, you wouldn't. That'd be the most boring thing you'd ever seen your whole life. You guys don't understand. You really don't. And you guys fucked it badly. Only 2 people have said take it so far. And we've got 30 seconds until the minute finishes. Oh my goodness, you guys have screwed it up badly. We've got 3 now. Four now. People 5, 6. Kev saying 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I told you, Will, I can't do a wheel spin. 14. 15. All right, you know what? It probably was longer than a minute, but I'll accept it. 15 said take it. And it's probably only because I forced you guys to say take it. People like Xavier and Will and Geordie and Editor Colm, you guys are dickheads for trying to get me to do overnight streams. We'll go till 10:30. And that is it. That is bloody it. You guys get your wish. Or no, not really. You guys want me to do an overnight stream. You guys get your secondary wish. If Fontaine says leave it, all right, I'll just end the stream then, won't I? I'll go till 10:30, but that's my final decision. Unless, see, this is where it gets desperate and scummy. If you guys want me to go for any longer, every dollar donated is an extra 30 seconds. I'm gonna be harsh. I'm not gonna go $1 a minute. I'm gonna go $1.30 seconds. So if you guys want me to continue so badly, donate. You want me to donate? Stream for an extra hour? Donate $120. Don't know why you would, but if you want me to stream so badly, then you can do that. There's a chance. Overnight stream is $1,000, so it's on the table. Anyone who's won the lotto, you can consider that. All right. Anyways, let's not waste the time we have left on the stream with all this shit, and yeah, let's actually do something worthwhile because I'm still on the stream. We've only got 13 more minutes, so I'll actually end it. Turn the camera. $100. People are saying donate $100. Well, just do it yourself if you really want me to go on for that long. Don't know why you would. I'm not recommending you guys to do it, but if you want to do it, you're more than welcome to. The donation button's right there. So thoughts on Port? They're a mid-table side, I think, at the moment. Like, do they have the capabilities of making finals? Maybe. But when you're 4 and 7, it's going to be pretty tough to make it into the 8 after that. It really is. Oh, are they 5? No, they're 4 and 7. They lost their first 5. No, they're 5 and 6. Yeah, they're 5 and 6. Never mind. What am I saying? So they're 5 and 6, but it's still pretty tough. Like, they're a long way back into the pack. And they're pretty much just going to be playing catch-up footy all season. They're going to win at least 7 of their next 11. And they've got fairly difficult next few weeks. They've got Port Adelaide against... Right, now I'm just going to look at the fixture for Port Adelaide. So they've got a bye. Then they've got Richmond at the MCG. I wouldn't claim that as a win at all. That's a tough one. The week after, they've got Sydney at the Adelaide Oval. That's a 50-50 game, I reckon. Then they have Gold Coast at the Adelaide. They should win that, but Gold Coast are going pretty well. Then they have Freo at Optus. So I don't think Port are going to make the finals. They've got a pretty tough run. Donate 100 then overnight. I'll say yes, and someone will actually donate 100. Someone like a Will waste his money. No, 100 for an hour. Look at DMs, says Will. I couldn't possibly have anything to do with streaming all night, could it? Let's have a look, shall we? I'll have to have a look on my laptop since I'm streaming on my phone. Mate, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Are you being serious? You really think I'm going to use that? Of course I'm not. Bloody Will sent me a message on Instagram where he spun a wheel and one half side of the wheel was ended at 10:30, the other side was doing overnight stream. And of course I landed an overnight stream. And he expects me to do an overnight stream? That's pretty silly. $100 for an hour. I wouldn't waste. Yeah, well, that would be I wouldn't waste 100 either. I wouldn't even waste $1. So I'm glad no one's doing that and wasting their money. Well, I don't know. I just feel like just enjoy the 10 minutes you've got with me. You guys want me to stream so badly. I'm fucking still on live and you just complaining, it seems. G'day, McCleary. Like, everyone wants me to stream for longer, but when I'm finally agreed to stream for longer, they're not content with that and they're continuously begging for longer times when they could just be using this time to ask me questions. Can't plays. All right, we'll end at 10:30. We'll end at 10:31. How about that? 10:31. And we'll pin the comments so people know when I finish. We'll do $1 a minute now to give it to make it easier for you guys, I guess, to get me to stream for a bit longer. Because I feel like $1 every 30 seconds is a bit harsh. Maybe at 10:25 for a couple of minutes, I'll have a promotion. For every $5 spent is an extra 10 minutes I add on to the finishing time. I can't believe I'm bloody doing this. So is it true that Xavier and Jordan go to the same school, or is it that Xavier saw McCleary, or was it McCleary saw Xavier at his school? All right, we've got a few more donations. All right, the finish will be at 10:39 now. I'm fine with this happening because the thing is I'm getting money out of it, so I guess it's worthwhile. But 10:39 now. We got an extra $8. No, we got an extra $1 from Editor.com, so it's now 10:40. So we've got an extra 18 minutes. Oh, geez, imagine someone donates like $400 and I'm really in the mud. Yeah, but I've pinned it. It's 10:40 now. You can thank mainly Xavier, but you can also thank Editor for that. I was on a golf exercise at Jordan's work. Oh, at his work. Oh, yeah, that's right. He told me he works at a golf course. That's right. Jordan doesn't go to bloody school anymore. Well, that makes sense. Scammer Pat says King Gold. Oh, my goodness, Xavier. Wait for the promotion. I was going to do a 10:25 promotion. 10:48 finish now. Oh, another one. Captain LF, he's actually asked me a question, though, so... What do you think about Richmond? Stay longer? Well, I'll have to stay for an extra couple of minutes now. I think Richmond are going to be a side that are going to be tough to beat. I think they're going to make the finals this year. I reckon it's either them or the Dogs for that 8th spot or that 7th, 8th spot. And the Dogs are looking good, so it's going to be tough. I reckon it's, yeah, between Richmond or Bulldogs. How are things clear? Yeah, decent. Decent. I wanted to end a little bit earlier, but everyone wants me to continue. So I've said to chat, if you want me to stay on for so badly, after 10:30, every extra $1 donated is an extra minute. And I'm getting donations left, right, center because people want me to continuously stream. Now 10:58, so we've just earned $28. And I want to end pretty quickly because I've got a Gold King challenge to edit, but I'll have to listen to the people. 10:58 p.m. Appreciate it now. Fuck. That's 34 minutes. But it's also $28. How many days did Cardi have COVID for? I don't know exactly how many days I had COVID in my system, but I had to isolate for 7 days. I'm lucky. Am I, though? I mean, I'll take the money. Thank you, Xavier. Maybe I'll make you look more glamorous in the video because of that, but still. I reckon if it gets past 11, I'm going to just start editing on stream, because what else do I have to do? I can't just waste time doing nothing when no one's even asking me any questions. Will says he's going to transfer my money into a Zimbabwean currency and donate 100,000. Well, I don't think you can do that. If anyone can find a way to fucking donate Zimbabwean currency on YouTube, if that's even a thing, props to you. I'll count that as Australian dollars. I might have regretted saying that. I reckon someone's going to do that. I reckon someone's going to donate like 50,000 Pakistani rupees or whatever the fuck the currency is down in Pakistan. Actually, shall we look it up? Pakistani currency converted to AUD. We've got 65 watch. How have we got 65 at 1026? Do it well. I don't think... Well, I'm not going to do 100,000 minutes. If someone donates 100,000, I'll just do an overnight stream. And that will really fuck me up in more ways than one. I don't think it's possible. And I think 100,000 of anything is still probably over $1,000 in Australian money. No one's going to do... Oh, one Pakistani rupee equals 0.0070 Australian dollars. So let's just say you donate 1,000 Pakistani rupee. That's only $7. 10,000, that's $70. 100,000, that's $703. So it is manageable, but I don't know how anyone could even think of getting that to work. Like, that'd be pretty tough. Yeah, well, I reckon right now people are going to be looking up how to donate on YouTube streams in a different currency. Actually, you know what? Because it could be easy. It just might take a while to get it done. I'll give it till 10:35. If no one can donate in that time, you know, currency that's not Australian, then I'm not going to count it after 10:35. So you got till 10:35. You got 8 minutes essentially. Yeah, King Gold. Good luck. Good luck. I'm actually quite nervous because the power of the chat, they have quite a bit of power. I reckon someone might be able to get it done. If they don't get it done, I'll finish at 10:58. At the very least, I probably will finish a bit later than that because I'm sure someone will donate money. And if that's the case, oh well, unfortunate for myself. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm fortunate that I'm getting extra money, but still. I don't think Dylan's going to want to donate $20 for no reason. Oh, there's Dylan. I forgot that Dylan even joined the chat. G'day, Dillbanger. I'll call an Uber and ask them to call their family in Pakistan. Yeah, if anyone has any family members in another country, that's a genuine... I just thought of that. If someone has family members in another country, call them and say, look, here's the thing. We need this YouTuber to stream for as long as he possibly can. He wants to do an overnight stream. Or we want him to do an overnight stream. So, look, if you could donate 1,000 Pakistani rupees, that would be amazing. Someone might be doing that right now. And I'm quite scared. Go, Tom, you do not have mates in Afghanistan. You do not have mates in Afghanistan. You should stream Gigas for the remaining... Oh, look, I'm on my phone. That's the thing, Shaun. That's the annoying thing. If I were to be streaming on my laptop, I would have probably done something like Gigas or at least show you guys what I'm looking at on my laptop, but I can't. So essentially, Dylan, I want to end at 10:30, but everyone keeps begging for me to stream for longer, so I'm just like, well, fuck it. If you guys want me to stream longer so badly, for every extra minute is an extra $1. So currently I've received $28 since then, so I'm going to have to end at 10:58. That's essentially what this is. So I guess we'll see how long it takes till people cool down with the cash. Geordie says Toilet Man donates his entire $50 lotto earnings, so I have to stream for another 50 million minutes. No, that even if someone does donate 50 million, which is impossible, the most I'll do is an overnight stream. So essentially I'll just stream till 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow. And if I do that, I'll have to edit on the stream. I just have to, really. You going to D's v Swans, says Jordan. I might. I don't know who I'll go with. Like, if you've got someone you want to go with, Jordan, I'm up to go to the game. My mate said they might be going clubbing that night, but I don't know if they'll follow through. They say things and they never follow through. If they do end up doing that, then I might do that instead, or at least do that after the actual game. But if I've got nothing on, I might just go to the game. Like, yeah, could be a good game of footy. It would be weird, though, if I did go to Melbourne v Sydney. That would be my 4th Melbourne game I've been to this year. Melbourne v Bulldogs, Melbourne v GWS, Melbourne v Freo, and now Melbourne v Sydney. And it's funny because the only Saints game I genuinely missed out on was Melbourne v St Kilda, so it should be 5. Why am I going to so many bloody Melbourne games? And bloody last year, I went to Melbourne v GWS and Melbourne v Essendon. So what is it with me in Melbourne games? Maybe I just want to get on Melbourne fan TV so badly. That could be the reason, but the funny thing is I haven't even actually been on a Melbourne TV fan episode at all because I wasn't there for the Saints one. All right, what do we have in chat? If someone wants to donate $50 million, that would be another 34,722 days. Wow, you actually had to calculate that. I just told my grandma in Bali to donate. She said, wait a minute, you don't have a fucking grandma in Bali. Imagine in the next 3 minutes I get... What is the currency in Bali or in Indonesia? My family were thinking of going to Indonesia after the final series for a holiday, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. A rupiah. Oh, shit. So it's just as inflated as a Pakistani rupee. Bloody 1,000 Indonesian rupiah is not even a fucking Australian dollar. So that could get it done just through that. But you've got 3 minutes. So you might want to get a hurry on. You should go to Fiji. What a meet BKR Sport there. I'm sure Fiji's a beautiful place. I would like to visit Fiji one day, but I don't have plans on visiting Fiji anytime soon. The time I was on it, the storage ran out. What clubs have you been to? Clubs. I haven't been to a club yet, Dylan, if I'm going to be honest. Oh, Lidford's is the only technical club, but I wouldn't even know if I'll call it a club. It's like a... I'm sure you know what it is. It's sort of like a Wednesday. It's only open on Wednesdays, and I think it shuts off at 1 a.m. And pretty much the only people that go there are locals. So a lot of people from Morty are there. I've only ever been there once, and I don't know if I call it a club. I guess it's the closest thing to a club, so I guess call it that. Islander are the best culture. Could not tell you, Super Melon. Go to Levels on Saturday night. You kind of look 12 still. I don't. I look young, but not 12. Not 12. Not 12. Well, at least I hope not. Maybe I do look 12 and I'm just in denial. I've got my VPN set in India, but I can't donate rupees. Oh, you've actually set your VPN to India, so you've actually done a little bit of progress. You've made a bit of progress, but it's all for nothing. Have I grown my hair out? Well, sort of, but it's not like it's very long or anything. I've had it like this before, numerous amount of times. It has been a while though, Dylan. We should catch up soon and start going to the gym again. It's been a while. I've just been... Well, ever since I got COVID, all of that sort of stuff went down the drain in a way. Do you go to the pubs anymore? Oh, occasionally. Don't go every Tuesday anymore, though. If that was the case, I would probably be at the pub right now because it is a Tuesday night. You're sick at the moment, says Dylan. Yeah, fair. Man, everyone's getting COVID now. Or even if it's not COVID, I feel like people are getting a lot more sick as of late. Like, even the other day, I didn't have COVID, but I still felt pretty sick. Had a bad cough. Do you have trouble buying Acole? No. Even if I looked fucking 7, as long as I've got my ID on me, I should be fine. Like, obviously, if I didn't have an ID on me and I walked to the bottle-o and I asked for beers and they asked my ID and I told them I don't have one, they're obviously going to turn me down. It's pretty fucking obvious. But if I've got an ID, well, yeah, unless they question it being a fake ID because I look so young, which not the case, then all is fine there, Captain LF. King Gold, I'm not going to fall for that one. Everyone's getting the flu as well. Yeah, exactly. All right, it's 10:36. So now, if any donations come through in a different currency that isn't Australian dollars, I'm not going to count that to the tally. So, unfortunately, you've had your chances. If anyone actually attempted donating in a different currency, I don't know if too many did. I mean, I think Will was the only one who actually gave it a shot, where he donated, or no, he changed his VPN to India, thinking that was going to give him a shot at it, which was a good attempt, but yeah, it wasn't to be. Wasn't to be for anyone. I'm tempted on growing my hair out and getting my hair braided or even cornrows. Yeah, you can rock that, Goto. I reckon you'll suit that. I feel like if I grow out my hair, it's just gonna be all messy, and then it's just gonna get in my eyes, and it's gonna be shit. So that's why it gets to the stage where it probably reaches my nose-ish here. I have to cut my hair. I don't think it's ever been any longer than up to probably here. The longest that my hair's reached, which is almost getting to that stage. Show us your guns. I don't think there'd be anything to show you, to be honest. I don't really have guns. Saint CC, is that you again? The same person that wants me to go to billboards every Thursday? I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer, but I think it might be a bit awkward if I just went to someone's house randomly for prees, and maybe if I have 15 drinks at your house for prees, then it might be less awkward, but I'll pass on that one. I might go when I'm going with mates, potentially, I reckon. Get waves. It's good length currently. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's a bit messy. It was really bad when my hair, for a stage, kept like sticking up the top. But now it's sort of flattened it, which is good. Like over the last couple of days, it's flattened, but like last week, it was pretty bad. It kept sticking up and it looked shit. The longest my hair has been is past my mouth. Yeah, fair enough. I was lucky because before the big lockdown in 2020, I got a haircut. And if it wasn't for that, I reckon my hair would have been up to my mouth as well. Like, it would have been pretty long. Not like super long or anything where I put in a ponytail or anything, but like long enough to call it long for my standards. I never played Clash Royale Super Melon, so I know people still play it, and it's been around for a while, but I never really got around it. You got into a state baseball team. Wow, it's pretty solid. It's very solid, actually. I mean, not many people in Australia play baseball, but still, to make it to the state league is pretty impressive. Oh, I wish I could end the stream. We got 17 more minutes. Or 19, I should say, as long as no one else donates. You've cracked the code? Well, give it a shot. If you give it a shot, I'll be impressed, and I might potentially extend the time if you have cracked the code. I'm doing arts, majoring in politics. What about you? Just a business degree at the moment, but if I find it shit, I might change it, or I might stop it and do something else, but doing that for now. You better. Well, just see if you have cracked the code and just give it a shot. Donate a couple of dollars in like Pakistani rupees or something. If my school footy team makes the grand final, we get to play at Optus and go. Wow. I didn't even know that was the case for local leagues. Like, I knew NAB League grand final was played at Optus, but I didn't know, like a local league team could play at bloody Optus. Well, the best ground I played at was the fucking Frankston Oval. So what's it, Skybus Stadium? I think the Frankston Dolphins play there for the VFL. That was the best oval I've ever played at. But to be fair, I didn't really play high leagues in footy. The best I played was the junior leagues until under 16s. Then COVID hit in 2020 and I sort of just gave up. I'm like, oh, what's the point? I know I'm not going to make it to the seniors, so I'm just going to give up and focus on YouTube. So the last game I played was on that stadium. It was a prelim final. We were up by 10 points with 2 minutes to go and we lost. And that was a great way to finish my footballing career. You played at Vic Park. Yeah, nice. I'm trying to think. Maybe I played at a better ground than that Frankston Oval. But I don't remember any better grounds I played at. So probably that, like a genuine footy game. Not, a game, not a stadium so that I've been to. It's a stadium that I've genuinely played a proper game at. So it would have to be the game 2019 where I played in Frankston, where the Frankston Dolphins play, which is a decent ground, but it's not like Vic Park or it's not Optus, that's for sure. Imagine the grand final was played at the MCG. That'd be pretty sick, but would be very unrealistic. Jordan said, sorry, man, I missed it. You go and say, oh, well, I'm not too sure yet. If you want me to go and sit with you, I would, but I don't have anyone to go with if I were to go. I could just ask Sammy, but it's always a cop-out asking Sammy, and it gets a bit boring. Like, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to sit with Sammy. I got to deal with him for the next 2.5 hours and all this shit. So I would go, because the thing is, I don't really know if I've got anything on Saturday. I did say, though, my mates might be going clubbing that night, and, I might go there, but it could be late at night. I could go to the game and go thereafter, or it just might not happen, which is the more likely of the two scenarios, considering that they never get anything right when scheduling things. So we'll see what happens Saturday night. But if I do go to that game, that'll be my 4th Melbourne game in 12 rounds. You've got spares? Look, I'll consider it. I'll definitely consider it. Because I think it'll be a pretty good game. Yeah, I'll let you know throughout the week if you got spare tickets. Is it MCC or just standard, like general reserve? Because if there were MCC tickets, that would be even better. Because I've only ever sat in the MCC once for I think it was a Boxing Day game with one of my mates. Because he has MCC tickets. Oh yeah, MCC. All right, I reckon it'd be stupid not to pass up on the tickets. Who else do you reckon you'll be going to the game with, McCleary? Because then the thing is, if my mates do fuck all, which is the more likely scenario, we could probably do something after the game. Maybe go to the Sporting Globe if that's a possibility or something. I don't know. Anyways, I will text you, Jordan. I just realised it's this week, not next week. I was looking at the fixture thinking it was fucking next week. Oh, well, this week. I'll probably have to let you know a little bit earlier then. Go Thompson, he's played on GMHBA Stadium in 2010 with Auskick. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't count that, but that's, I guess, the closest to playing at a stadium that you can get, really, without genuinely playing at the stadium. I was pretty gutted because I was in Mexico when my footy club had the opportunity to play at halftime at, I think it was Marvel or the MCG. I was pretty pissed off actually because I've always wanted to play at halftime on the MCG or at Marvel for Auskick, and I was in Mexico during that time. I think I was on a 2-month holiday and I missed out on it, so I was pretty pissed off. So I missed out on my one chance of actually being able to play at halftime at the G or at Marvel. All my usual mates that you've probably met, but there's 5 of us at the moment. Yep. Yeah, I'll let you know. So do you go with those people to all Melbourne games or most of them? There's a rugby team called Melbourne Unicorns. Unicorns. I mean, it's a bad name for a sports team. For a bloody rugby team, that's even worse. Like, you want to be known as a tough, threatening side that no one wants to mess around with. But when you're known as the Unicorns, like, seriously, I think people definitely going to second guess you when you're known as the Unicorns. Sooner rather than later, you'd think, Dylan. You umpire on GMHBA Stadium. I'll count that. It's probably even closer than playing at halftime for Auskick, so I'll count that go time, I guess. That's pretty sick. What game did you umpire? Did you umpire like a local game, a local league game, NAB League, VFL, AFL? Like VFL, I doubt you umpired in AFLW also. From 1 to 10, how much do you like the Eagles? I don't hate in fact, I actually like them more now because they're bad, so we don't have to worry about losing to them when we play them. And it's actually fun seeing them do really shit and getting done by 100 points every week. So I'm going to say 6.5. Quite a lot of time because I love the team. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That would be sick. Yeah, I'll probably do that then. It won't let me do it, Will. Because I don't really get to go to the games with my mates because they're just busy doing other shit. But I feel like if they knew that was going to be happening afterwards and then going to the pubs, I'm sure more would want to go. So I've got nothing on. Yeah. I'll do that and maybe see if someone else over the legal limit also wants to go with me, potentially. But I could just have something on that Saturday without me knowing. Like, there could be some fucking family event without me knowing that my mum lets me know about a couple days in advance. Yeah, I know you're not forcing, but I was always planning on going to that game, and I just was like, well, I didn't have anyone to go with to begin with, and I didn't really want to go with Sammy, so I'm like, well, I'd rather do that. But we'll see. I'm not confirming anything yet. I tried for Hong Kong, but it says the address doesn't match up. Really, the address doesn't match up. What, you had to enter your own details. You've entered your own address to try and donate Hong Kong currency. I'm going to aim to make the VFL field umpiring list in the next couple of years. Oh, that'd be solid if you actually make it to that level. But then that means you'll probably get more spectators abusing you go time, but each to their own. It's good to see some people having a crack at umpiring. Should go to the Saints game or a Saints game. Yeah, I'll let you know if I've got a free ticket to an upcoming Saints game. Oh, I was actually... See, I had no one to go with on the Sunday. It was an irrelevant game, Saints v North. I only had my dad sitting with me, but I had a free ticket. I could have asked you. But I'm sure you probably were working on that Sunday. But I would like to know, were you actually free on that Sunday? Would you have gone? But I'll find another game. Preferably an away game, like an away Vic game, where I don't have to use my membership tickets. But yeah, I think D Sydney will be a good game. Sammy is age of consent. Yeah. Yep. Can't argue with that. He's age of consent, which means he can drink, he can do whatever he wants. He's a grown adult. You're going to Adelaide Oval later this season? He's like, yeah, it's probably top 2 stadiums I've been to. I reckon ahead of Marvel, I'd say 3rd. But that might change when I go to Optus later this year. They will probably make the top 3, but they could go ahead and go above the Adelaide Oval. I'm sorry, Kados is better than you. You don't have to say sorry. I mean, he's better than me in so many ways. It's not even funny. In so many ways. But I know I still have other people who enjoy my videos more than him. That they've let me know that they enjoy my content more than Caden's, which I appreciate it. I'm not too sure if that's necessarily the case, but everyone has their own opinions. Umpiring at the Adelaide Oval isn't top 2. It's not even top 20. Umpiring at Kazali's was better. Nick Cleary should come to the Carlton game with Nick. Yes, actually, if you want to have a good time on Friday night, head to the Carlton Saints game with Nick Valerio and a couple other people, because you won't regret it. Although, good luck getting a ticket to that one. I appreciate it, Crystal. That's all right. I'm not offended in any ways that you think Caden's better than me. To be fair, your video did better than Caden's. Yeah, but those videos that Caden uploads that are podcast clips never really do that well. Whereas tipping videos are the ones I expect to pretty much the best for the week. So as a whole, Caden's doing a lot better than I am at the moment, or at least in the past few weeks. But his content as of late is really upped. It's gone up a notch. Like, it's really improved. It's really good. All right, we finished at 10:58. I sort of just want to wrap it up now, because what am I doing? I'm just sort of dragging this on now. I'm not really enjoying this as much as I was 30 minutes ago. Do I go to every... Not normally, but this year my aim is to go to pretty much all interstate games. Brisbane, hopefully we can go to next week. There's a chance I might be going to the game with Saints TV. If you guys know who he is, obviously has a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to Sydney with my mum and my cousin. I've got a cousin that lives in Sydney, so we'll stay at hers, so we don't have to pay a cent. And then for the Perth trip, I'll go on my own, and I can stay at UCAT's place for a few days and not have to pay a cent either, and I can meet up with a couple other creators in Perth, so that should be fun over that weekend. And it shouldn't be that much money, really. Like, I'm pretty much about to book my flights, and I don't think flights are going to cost any more than $400, which isn't that bad going to Perth. Return. You're about to donate. I'm just waiting for my phone to charge, so you'll be on longer. Why does that make any difference? If you donate now, it's still going to go up as much as it would if you donated 5 minutes in advance. Stay at Jesse's Bunnings for the weekend. I'll definitely have to make a visit. I might stay with Drewsy's for a night, but I just asked UCAT, and he said yes. So I'm like, well, if he said yes, I might as well just stay at his, if his dad is fine with it. And I feel like Drewsy, I'm definitely going to see him. I'll probably go to his house for a day and do shit, film content, but we'll see. And maybe I'll stay at his for a night as well. But I haven't been to Perth. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm probably looking forward to Perth the most out of all interstate trips this year, I reckon. Because that's one city that I haven't been to. One of a lot, but one that I want to go to. So, Harry, that must be so much money going to every interstate game. It is, but because of COVID, my dad has a lot of frequent flyer points and travel vouchers saved up. So a lot of the flights we used were almost free. Well, not all free, but like they were at a very heavily discounted price because we just used those. And then the hotels, well, my dad has a membership with, I think, Accor Hotels or whatever it is. So he gets a good deal off hotels that are under the, I think it's Accor, the Accor group or whatever it is. So he gets a good deal on that as well. So it's not as expensive as it seems, but they all add up, to be fair. And it's not like we're going to do this every year. Although I'm enjoying it this year. I wouldn't mind doing it next year, but it does all add up, doesn't it? Golden chicken over KFC and Red Rooster. Perth is a nice city, but too far away from the rest of the... Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll go to Perth on my own. I'd rather go on my own and get to do shit with people I know there. Because it'd be a little bit awkward if my dad went with me. I mean, he can go if he wants, but I won't really hang out with him that much. If he did end up going, but I don't think he wants to go anyways, because... Yeah, And also it's a Sunday game, so it doesn't really work with him because he'll have work on Monday as well. Just got my first paycheck today, so here's a bit extra. Fuck. Actually, if anything, it's a good thing. Will now donate more money on the live streams because he's got a job. But fuck for this current situation because now I've got to finish at 11:13, not 10:58. So fuck. Everyone was thinking, oh, could this be the end of it? Will Cardman finally finish the stream at 10:58? No, he won't. He'll have to at least stay on for another 18 minutes. But at least we've got 59 watching, so it makes it seem a little bit more worthwhile than if 25 are watching. Then it'd be a bit shit. But it's still a little bit shit. You live in Perth if you want to catch up. I'm sure I'll catch up with a few people, so we'll see what happens. Well, I said I would do a meetup when I was in Adelaide, but I never did the meetup. I just walked around the Oval and saw a few people. I just let people come up and say g'day. I didn't do a meetup. So maybe I will actually do a genuine one when I'm in Perth. So I feel like I probably have more Perth subscribers than those living in Adelaide. But I've actually, like, if you don't count the Goal King Challenge, I haven't really done a meetup yet, and I think I might do one at the Footy Festival if that goes on this year, because I'm sure people want to say g'day. All right. Will with a $2 donation. Now I have to finish at 11:15. I mean, I guess all I can say is thank you, but also not thank you. So another 19 minutes. It just keeps on ticking away. When I think the time's about to stop, it doesn't. It continues. But I've made $48 on the stream. So you win some, you lose some. And I mean, in terms of getting cash, I've won some, I guess. Come to my school and say g'day. Well, I don't know where you go to school, so I wouldn't have a clue. Out of curiosity, when's the AFL Footy Festival? I think it spans, obviously, grand final week from Wednesday to Friday. It's arguably the best or the most enjoyable week of the year on the football calendar, that's for sure. But almost for the year, like when I went in 2019 and 2018, it was so fun. Like, it was really good. And this time round, I'll probably go on my own with a few other people that I know. Because the years prior, I didn't really know anyone who was there. But now I've got a heap of YouTube mates. I can go with them. The group chat can potentially go for a few days. Because let's be real, it's over the school holidays. So what else are they going to be doing? I'll probably go to a couple of days, I'd say. I would have to say probably Friday and Thursday. If you're going to stay I'm not staying in a hotel, Supermelon. I feel like it'd be a bit of a waste if I have to spend an extra $600 for 3 nights at a hotel when I could just stay at someone else's house for free. That's what I'm doing when I go to Sydney, so I'll do it again when I go to Perth. If you went to a random primary school, would people be happy to see you? Depends on how I would sort of, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. Maybe because I've walked past primary schools before and people have noticed me, so I guess in that sense, yes. But if I was acting in a creepy way, then I don't think many people would be happy to see me at all. It's a weird question. If you went to a random primary school, would people be happy to see you? Maybe. But why would anyone want to see me at a primary school? Unless a couple of people there know who I am through YouTube, then maybe, but I'm not sure the teachers would want a 19-year-old roaming around a primary school during school hours, that's for sure. Bitter loves primary schools. I'm sure if Bitter went to a random primary school, he would be happy to see all the kids, but they definitely won't be happy to see him. Smarties or M&Ms? You'd probably have to say M&Ms, but I reckon Smarties are quite underrated. Like, I don't think Smarties are bad at all, but I think M&Ms are just a bit better in a lot of ways. Fuck. Holy shit, Ryan. Ryan Van der Law. Out of nowhere. I've never even heard of this guy. He's just come out and pulled a $20 donation out of his ass. And now I've got to extend the stream for another 20 bloody minutes. So I've got to finish now at 11:35. I've still got another 35 minutes. Thank you, Ryan. Hopefully that was money well spent for your sake. Goodness gracious me. This is getting a little bit frightening now. It's going to become 11:35 before I can end. Do I start editing or do I just hopefully wait it out and hope that no one else donates a huge amount and can wrap it up before midnight? Yeah, Geordie, there are mixed emotions because I'm a little bit annoyed that I have to continue because I just want to finish as soon as possible. But a deal's a deal. I've got to be true to my word. You can't just say something and then not follow through. Because I remember some kid donated $200, and we set some donation goal. If I did $200 or more, if I got that in donations, then I'd have to do an overnight stream. No, I think it was. Yeah, I did consecutive 24-hour streams or consecutive overnight streams, something crazy like that. I felt so shit. I just wanted sleep after that stream. And unfortunately, that kid, well, I don't know, unfortunately, he donated $150, got it over the line. And I had to do it. I had to stay true to my word, unfortunately. True, I am, but at the same time, I'm wasting time, but I guess that's what a job is. You're sort of trading your time for money, in exchange for money. It's probably the unhappiest I've been to a $20 donation. Normally, I'd be pretty stoked about it, but no, I appreciate it, Ryan, nonetheless, because I guess at the end of the day, it's support to the channel. It'll support me in more ways than one. Yeah, it was after Saints v Sydney. It was during the game, actually, at half-time. So that second half, I was feeling pretty good about myself that the Saints got the job done. But at the back of my head, I'm like, well, I've got to continue streaming for another 12 hours. You're going to be asleep to wake up with right ahead time with 3 degrees weather before this ends. Oh, fuck, it's already 6 degrees, isn't it? Like, we are approaching winter. In fact, in an hour, it's officially going to become winter. We might stream through the transition of autumn to winter. Hopefully not, but at this rate, probably so. Oh, my fucking goodness. Ryan. Can you believe it? He's just chipped $20. We've got to go for an extra 52 minutes. This is unbelievable. It really is. 11:55 now. I'm going to stream over past midnight. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely stream past midnight. And I think I might just have to start editing on the stream because as soon as it reaches midnight, like, you know, it's getting late and I've just got to start knuckling down. I don't think it's worth just reading chat for a whole hour. So I'll do that soon. I won't do it yet because I don't feel like starting the editing process. So I will start editing. I just won't read much chat when I start editing. Wow, another dollar, Captain LF. Not as much as 20, but still, you know, every dollar counts. So what's that? 12? No, it's 11:56. It'll get to midnight for sure. 11:56 now. Look for a clip. Yeah, maybe. Considering I'm streaming my phone, I could just get that sorted now. Well, let's be productive. Rather than just wasting my next hour by just doing really nothing and just reading chat, let's be productive. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Matt. That's $40 out of your hard-earned cash. And a total of $89 for the stream. So we could almost make $100, which, you know, but I definitely didn't think that would happen when I started this stream, that's for sure. I thought, well, I didn't think I'd make any money. I just thought I'd do it for a bit of fun, for a couple of not even a couple of hours. I've streamed for 2 hours 14, but I was only intending to stream for 45 minutes to 50 minutes. So, I mean, you can thank the people in chat. We're going to go for another hour at least. I'm not looking forward to leaving early tomorrow. At least I'll be wearing overalls to warm up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be really cold tomorrow morning, 7 degrees. But I feel like the feels like temperature is going to be much lower because there's wind and rain scheduled and forecasted for tomorrow morning. So it's probably going to be like 4 degrees. And I'm already cold right now and I'm inside and the heat is, well, it should be on, but it doesn't feel like it's on. Look, it's good that there are still 44 people watching, so I've got something to do. It'll be a tops of 6 degrees tomorrow, they said. Nah, surely not. I looked up the weather. It says 11 degrees will be the tops, which isn't high, but it's not 6 degrees. Who said it's going to be 6 degrees tomorrow? That's going to be a minimum of 6 degrees. They said 6 degrees min, 12 degrees max, 80% chance of rain. So luckily there's no Gold King challenge scheduled tomorrow because that would ruin that. It's going to be pretty shit weather on the weekend. 80% chance of rain, on the Saturday. 90% chance of rain on Sunday. So sucked into my sister because she's got footy that day. And then 80% chance of rain on the Monday and 90 on the Tuesday. So it's going to be a rainy next few days. Well, it's going to be rainy in the next few days. 11:56 Perth time. Look at DMs as well. Oh, fuck off. All right, fair enough. I didn't realise that there was still a bit that I should have clipped out of at the end. It doesn't matter. It's just one clip out of 100 that I think I've uploaded. What did Claude say? What state are you in, Cardi? No, he's not. He's in... Yeah, why ask? Of course I'm in Victoria. I mean, unless you have only started watching me just then, you would know that I live in Victoria, go for St Kilda, live in Melbourne, probably live in the fucking suburb that... Because I know a few of you guys watching this know exactly where I live, thanks to a certain individual. Wet footy games. Oh, did Papa go... I mean, honestly, at this run, I might as well just troll Papa. What else do I have to do? No, I can't troll Papa. That'd be a waste of time. That'd be unproductive. You can do that, Geordie. All right, soon I'll start making some more progress with my video. It makes it look shit, though. Yeah, I know it does make it look shit. You're right. I think I should put a little bit more care into that. But I was just a bit lazy. That's all. I will probably edit. In fact, I'll do it now. So... You know, if anyone else watches in the future, they don't see that editing mistake. Who is the Papa? He's the guy we would troll in 2020. Me and Geordie back in the days. He'd get really fucking pissed off over very small things. Like, we just kept saying, oh, my business works better than yours. And he would get really pissed off. He's like, oh, just fucking hate that fucker. He's just being a cunt. He's still going. I thought he gave up. I thought, geez, you said you'll stop like 2 hours ago. I got sucked in, Christian. Well, no, I said I'd stop at 10:30. But still, I got sucked in by the chat. Oh, what happened? You requested streaming access on May 31st. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought once you make a channel, you're able to stream a day after you've created that channel, but you actually need to request access to stream before you can actually stream. So I only just requested access to stream then on the Carmen Clips channel, which means I'm going to wait 24 hours before I can actually stream on that account. Not like it matters. I'm never going to fucking stream on the Carmen Clips channel unless I get a strike on my main channel and my second channel. Then, well, yeah, maybe I'll have to do that, but no, I won't. But yeah, Christian, I got sucked in by everyone. I said, you know what, fuck it. If you guys really want me to stream for longer, every extra dollar that gets donated is an extra bloody minute I go for. And I've already had to go for an extra 39. I've still got another, trying to do the maths in my head, like 45. Like I still got to go on to 11:56, as you can see the pinned comment, which is, I mean, I guess it helps financially, but it's not ideal because I really do need to wrap it up. But I guess we won't. But yeah, right, Will, it is quite unprofessional. I'm not normally like that. Don't make too many errors normally with my clips. I reckon it probably will get 1,000 by July, particularly if the main channel grows a lot more. Actually, July, I reckon it could almost get there by June. If the main channel has a really good month, that could help the clips channel out potentially. I don't know. Definitely by July, you'd think a K's viable in that time period. But I reckon, yeah, if not June, definitely July. All right, I'm just quickly editing out my mistake that I made. All right, hopefully this takes 3 minutes. Someone donated, says Dillbanger. I know. So I've extended the time to 11:56. So I'm just getting stuff done whilst streaming now because I need to make use of my time. I can't just sit here and do nothing. It'd be a bit of a waste. You know what? I was always going to watch AFL 360. How about I watch AFL 360 right now whilst on stream? Do you guys want to be able to listen? And actually, I don't know if I should show it on screen. It could get copyright striked. Or will it? Do you reckon if I showed... Oh, I don't even think I could anyways. I'd have to like angle the camera around like this. Do you reckon? AFL 360 live watch along? Because I was going to get around to watching the Tuesday episode, but I didn't get the chance. Do you reckon that would get a strike? Or not a strike, but do you reckon I get taken down for that? There's a chance. I don't know if it's worth the risk. I might just have the audio. I might just have the audio and just leave the phone here. Because it probably will be fine, but I don't want to just take the risk. Because what if I do get the channel taken out over the most stupid of all reasons? I accidentally showed a bit of AFL 360 on a 11 PM Tuesday night editing stream because I had nothing better to do during that time. He doesn't read normal chat. Mate, I do. I don't read every single bit of chat that people send, so don't just get all sooky and complaining just because I didn't read your messages. I don't read everything that gets bloody sent. It's risky for the screen share. You'd probably get some sort of consequence here. Yeah, I could get away with it, I reckon, but not worth the risk. That's why I don't show the game when I do my live reactions, because there's a chance I could get away with it. You never know, but I might as well just play it safe and just only share the audio so I can prevent any chance of getting a strike. Actually, do you know what you guys should watch? My fucking matchday vlog. I still haven't got 2,000 views on that video, and it's been almost 2 days since it's been uploaded. That is a record low for an AFL footy season upload. It really is. I showed the Brownlow last year and didn't get... Well, I did as well on my Patrick Cooper account, and the thing is, I couldn't care less if that account got striked because it was my school account that I was using. So I just was like, you know what, I'm just going to test it out. Let's show the Brownlow medal, the actual live count on screen, and see how many people actually watch. And I ended up getting over 2,000 concurrent viewers, which is still, to this day, a record, technically. But I'm not going to count it as a genuine record because, you know, I wasn't a part of that stream. I only just showed the game. But still, 2,000 viewers watching. How good would that be if that happened consistently on my channel? Yeah, he now has Nick Valerio as a blocked word. So he had to get out of his way to actually look up Nick Valerio and put it in the block word section. That's pretty funny. June starts in 46 minutes, so the clips channel won't go 1K above June. What's it on now? 8:53. if a few blow up, you never know. You never know. I could get 150 subs in a month. It's happened before. If I promote the shit out of it, that's for sure. I reckon if I just promote the shit out of it on my main channel in streams, that'll get okay. But not if I just upload regular videos and don't really mention it, and they do average or just below average. All right, 11:15. I do want to watch AFL 360. I might as well watch it on stream, but I won't share the video footage because I could get in trouble for that. I need to take a piss, so I'll do that now. I was going to take my phone with me so I can actually scroll through Instagram on my phone, but I can't do that because I'm streaming on my phone, so I'll just mute it so you guys don't listen to me taking a piss. And then Alright, hopefully you can hear me again. I took a piss. That was pretty quick because I didn't wash my hands. Alright, we're going to watch AFL 360. I won't have it too loud so I can still read chat and all that. And I won't really do a reaction. Like, I'm not going to go, oh my god, the agenda for the week and all that. I'm just going to watch it and have it on in the background so I have something to do because I'm getting a little bit, not bored, but I want to make use of my time. And I know this isn't necessarily making the best use out of my time watching fucking AFL 360, but at least it's doing something that I would have probably already be doing if I wasn't streaming. It got a week streak of 1K views videos now it's good if it gets over. It'll climb back up again. We've had a bit of a down patch, like my main channel is at the moment. But I think the views have gone up. Mirror strat, says Geordie. I don't have a mirror for that to work. I'd have to sneak into my sister's room for that to work, but I'm not doing that because she's going to get pissed off and not worth it. If this was on my second account, I would have done it, but not worth it on my main. They better talk about Carlton being robbed. Why when they weren't? What did GoTime say? I had 1,000 people in my stream for the Brownlow, which I'll never break again. I need to start uploading consistently again. Did you get 1,000 concurrent viewers or not? Mid-season draft tomorrow. Yes. I actually forgot about the mid-season draft till like yesterday where I watched like a Blue Abroad video and they mentioned that it was on Wednesday. I was going to maybe stream it because I saw Mitch did it last year and he got a good amount of viewers, over 250, for just a mid-season draft stream. But I think I'll give that a skip for tomorrow because I have probably still videos to edit the Gold King Challenge. Because at this rate, I'm not going to get any editing done at all this night. Alright, let's just put up AFL 360. I'm not too focused on the mid-season draft because as a Saints fan, what are we, picks 15? We're probably going to get one player at most, and I don't really think it's going to make too much of an impact because we've already got a pretty secure list at the moment. We've got a lot of depth, so it's not like we're West Coast where it makes more of a difference. Yeah, to answer your question, Batesy, as you just mentioned there previously, I won't be doing a stream. I was considering it, but yeah, I won't. There's a very small chance that I'll stream unless I can get the editing for the Gold King Challenge done, like really quickly, and I've got time to maybe. But then I'll have to set everything up and all that, and it might take a little bit too long. So we'll see. I don't even know when it starts. As well, I think it's 7. It was 7 last year, wasn't it? Mid-season draft is quick as, mate. You should stream it. Yeah, well, actually, you're right. It only lasts like 30 minutes last year. Yeah, maybe. I'll consider it still, but not a lock just yet. Anyways, for those who are watching, 40 people watching, we're going to watch AFL 360 till 11:56, and we'll see if we've got any more extra donations to see if we have to continue streaming for any extra longer. And if that's the case, I'm going to get straight into editing the Goal King Challenge because I've got to make use of that time. All right, let's fucking turn it down. So I'm not going to do like a watch along where I commentate over the fucking program or anything. I'm just going to watch it, have it on the background, and still read a bit of chat. You know you're fucking shit when you look forward to the mid-season draft. Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, I think North will really need to make the most of the mid-season draft because they could get a couple of decent players. I think John Noble was taken in 2019, John Newcomb in 22. So you could get a steal in the mid-season draft. You never know. We got Cooper Sharman, who looks to be a pretty handy mid-sized forward. And yeah, someone like North who has not a lot of talent. They could pick up a gem potentially. If they've got second pick, you never know what you might pick up. But I mean, you're not going to get a lot at pick 15 for the Saints. All right, let's watch AFL 360. A handy half forward, exactly. You know what? I think that's like the first AFL YouTube history. But make your predictions for who the first team will be talked about on AFL 360. I know this is so stupid, but make your predictions in chat. If you've already watched this today's episode, then don't even bother. But if you haven't, make your predictions. Essendon. You know what? I'll guess who's been pretty shit. Oh, West Coast and North have been pretty shit. I reckon I'm going to go North. Hello, Robbo. Hello, Jerry. Essendon because of the review.
This happened on Friday.
Yeah, maybe actually. They were talking about it on Footy Classified the other night. Can you guys hear this? And we're talking about a proper mention, like not just briefly covering the team, like, oh, you know, Sydney did this, Geelong did that, like a genuine cover of the side. How is it not Eagles? They've gotten worse since COVID somehow. It could be Eagles. We never said it wasn't. Freak's a bit the D's. Could be Freo. I think they started with Freo yesterday. Red Roosters Tuesday loves. Why the hell are Red Roosters sponsoring a segment on AFL 360? You know they're at an all-time low when they're doing that.
Bear with me here because I've got it written down here. Leah and Abby Byatt. Leah's 3-year-old.
It was when Moore got held.
And they're sisters and they both have a
SDK about time. Yeah, I was stoked when he got nominated because that was my big call. Oh, well, Bulldogs. You know what? I'm going to count that as a genuine mention because you know, they're covering the Dogs. What's this?
One's in a wheelchair getting pushed through the banner, Jared. I watched this.
It's a little girl in a wheelchair gets pushed through the banner. There you go.
Life and death, when in actual fact, Jared, there's more things to life.
No, I didn't know this even happened, so that's a nice initiative that was done by the Dogs.
I know, I just wanted it. I'm getting emotional. It was amazing to watch, mate. Yeah.
Should have had a Rising Star nomination round. You probably should have had it
Well done, Dogs.
last week or the week before. Or even the week before that.
To bring us down. So a bit of love for the overlooked goals. Can I share these with you? These didn't.
I reckon Owens was almost robbed Geordie, but fair enough. I reckon SDK deserves it.
Who was terrific. So the strip, the ball, the pirouette, the goal. But this Alex Keith goal, all the way down the ground from fullback. The more I watch this, and this
I never actually got to watch the Alex Keith goal. Let's have a look at it again.
He doesn't kick it there.
Yeah, I know.
It comes back to him again.
Great spoil.
And then
Bad.
through the middle.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Turn goal. So I could make the case, Robbo.
That's a good goal, the Alex Keith goal. I've actually never seen it on replay at all. And we saw the goal of the year nominations. He wasn't even nominated.
Now, I love Jeremy Cameron with all my heart, but this is a garden variety snap. Just garden variety, really nice. Good player.
I watched one game of Owens and he had, yeah, so his first game he was shit and his second game he was really good. Kicked 2 goals, I think he had 9, 10 tackles and 16, 17 touches.
Oh, no, this is a good goal.
This is a nice piece of
But
skill.
nothing on Alex Keith.
It's got nothing on Alex Keith.
Nothing.
I think what happened is, because that game on Saturday night was so one-sided, the judges flicked it off and missed it.
Yeah, maybe. No, don't the people judge?
No, they get the 3.
Does that sound like an AFL CEO?
So
The first team they covered was the Dogs, I reckon. This time he had 2 meaningful disposals, having 2 goals in 30 seconds. Yeah. I don't care if it's against North. It's still a good game of footy. Doesn't really matter. You know what? Essendon were technically top of the agenda, so I'm going to say whoever said Essendon got it right. Because the Bulldogs' first mention doesn't really count, I would say. So whoever said Essendon, congratulations.
It was 2 weeks ago, Sirens said every part of their football program is under review.
No, he was talking about Owens, Will.
We're not having a review, and now they're having a review.
Yep, they're talking about the review. And you're, well, Shorty should play it, I guess.
Instead of 73%, below them is North Melbourne and West Coast, and they have been obliterated.
I think the club has been dragged to this. I think that there's been so many people that have
Should I rename the
disappointed with the season
stream name to AFL 360 Live Watch Along, late night?
The footy department, the recruiting and the coaching, which is being put in place by the CEO, amongst others. Yet we've reappointed the CEO. We're very happy with that job that's been done.
At face value, that looks like a
I'm
contradiction.
definitely doing an all-nighter. I'm probably going to order some Maccas at like 8 a.m. for breakfast to fuel me or just help me stay awake, because I am not great
So the corporate speak of that is John
at staying awake after doing all-nighters, that's for sure.
as the intention of a review.
Yeah, but they have to be.
Before.
Yeah, I'll do that, Christian. Actually, I might do it now. We don't know when the stream will end. It could end tomorrow. Could end tomorrow morning. Hopefully not, but we'll see in terms of how many people donate.
Change my faith in the fact that we've got a team that over the next 2 to 3 years can be a premiership team.
Are you absolutely certain that's with Ben Rutten as your coach?
Yes, I think he'll have a long career as a coach and be a very successful one.
Yeah, I don't know if that will
At 2 at night. So, having thought about
necessarily
this,
work, but we'll see. Maybe they've... I'm just going to pause because I can't talk over the top of Jared and Robert. Maybe they've been less strict on the restrictions, and maybe you are actually allowed to show the game when you live stream. Because the thing is, there have been these American guys that have been streaming every single game, showing the actual game on stream, and not getting in trouble at all. When they're doing it that many times, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not illegal. Maybe you're actually allowed to do it. But I'd like to see the AFL come out and actually state, you know what, people can feel free to display the actual game on YouTube live streams. You're not going to get a strike for that. If that's the case, then, well, yeah, how good are AFL live reactions going to be if that's the case? But I don't know if I'll risk it. Maybe on a Cardman Clips account, or maybe on more Cardman, I'll do a live reaction showing the actual game. And if I can get through that stream unscathed, I might consider it on my main account. But you never know. Knowing my luck, I'll get through it unscathed 3 streams in a row. Then I'll try on my main account and I get taken down in 5 minutes. And we're fucked. Alright, let's continue.
This is a small R review. They believe in their people that they have in their positions, and this is a review.
I feel like that would actually happen, knowing my luck.
To success. This is not a review to put the personnel on trial.
Potentially
I take it that you
smaller
think that's
channels
not the review that Esther
get away with it,
wants.
but when you're a bigger YouTube channel, you might, I don't know, might not be able to get away with it as much.
Enjoy their company, but you cannot.
You would love to do it and get more views, but it's not worth it. Well, I don't think it's worth it either, but maybe it's a myth that you get taken down for actually showing the game, because no one really... The thing is, no one's actually done it yet to know if you get taken down for it or not. So you might not get in trouble at all for it. You never know, but still too much of a risk, I would have to say. So I might just do that.
What sort of review is it? I'm really confused.
Probably Brisbane, I'd say, still Michael. The Freo, I reckon are close third. We'll see. If Freo can beat Brisbane, I reckon it'll be tight. between Brisbane and Freo for second. I still think maybe Brisbane just because they have been a little bit more consistent and they're a proven side over the last few years. But yeah, I did for Buddy to, yeah, but that wasn't actually showing the game. It was showing a YouTube video that was uploaded by the AFL. That might be different. You never know.
Listen to it again today, right in the middle of the year when he said the exact work that they were doing, and this was before it was at the bye, and then they came out of the bye.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd just be weird. Why were people able to show the full Brownlow, the full grand final, full actual game, and not get taken out at all?
That's what I imagine to come in the next couple of weeks. So those are the, you ask, what are the kinds of reviews?
Well, I'll be going on the Drew Footy Show anytime soon. I don't think Drewsy wants me on, to be honest with you, because I'm not as articulate as Jesse and Drewsy and, well, not Drewsy, buddy Anthony and Caden, the guests that he's been getting on lately, so maybe, but I haven't been asked to get on it yet.
Xavier Campbell and Josh Marnie, we're not reviewing them. So what are you reviewing? What are you reviewing that you have to call on Kevin Sheedy, Shaun?
I'm thinking of doing a rebuilding challenge, but with AFL teams.
I mean, I am really confused.
How will that work, Go Tom?
Everyone wants their football club to be really successful, have people there.
Obviously, everyone wants their football club to be successful.
I think Essendon fans can legitimately ask the question is, how's the coaching? How's the management? How's the culture of this football club?
The culture's at the football club's fucked.
Years, Jared.
Buddy, 2,000 goals. I don't even think he'll kick 1,100, but if he goes on for another couple years, I reckon he probably might get a 1,100, but not 2,000. He won't break the record for most goals. Too old. Yeah, I guess that could work. Go Tom. Essendon's next 4 games. They've got the bye next week. They got Carlton at the G. They'll probably lose that. Hopefully they lose against the Saints. Round 15, Essendon have West Coast at Optus. Could Essendon lose that game legitimately? Could that be a game where West Coast see themselves a sniff of winning it?
Review. But the key people aren't being reviewed. It's really weird, Jared. I'm confused.
So it's
He's not, Graz.
I think on improvement in the second half of the season. So I think it shines an intense light. And we know they've got these sequence of feature matches
Friday
on
nights.
the 150th and the Friday nights. So they will want to live that mantra of being better in the second half of the season.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some Evo content go, Tom, if you were able to pump that out.
What do you think? So Ben Rutten's future is clearly not part of this. This is different. Remember when Sayers
Pretty heavily going into the Bombers at the moment.
This is not about the coach, but it wasn't his review.
Could be the whole program, just still talking about Essendon.
I take this at face value.
Yeah, there isn't any 22 AFL Evo pack, but you can just do what UCAT did and just update all the teams manually. It takes a while, but it's a consideration. I just watched it AFL 18 and more started holding Kerno and then had it on. West Coast percentage from rounds 5 to 11 is 39.3%. Wow. Could it get any worse than that? It probably could. I reckon Adelaide could actually smash them by... They're probably capable of smashing the Eagles by 10 goals next week and decreasing West Coast's percentage by even more. I record Evo through my Elgato capture card, which is pretty simple.
Go from watching Carlton and Collingwood, right, and the defence and the enthusiasm and the passion and the drive, and then go and watch
Go to Fan Hub. Yeah, you could just do that because people probably already have the teams ready-made.
And you got the MCG, you got
Yeah, that wouldn't take that long at all.
To keep the ball intact.
Take maybe 15 minutes at most.
Play to that level or close to that level, and why isn't that under review? And say, oh yeah, how can we help Ben Rutten? Why isn't the review the Shaun Sheedy and Simon Madden saying?
I seriously don't get how it took this long for the media to start talking about West Coast. I couldn't stand North Copperdale one.
Oh, you are. Well, why isn't?
I think North have been better than West Coast. Controversy they've had off field with COVID and injuries as well and all that, but still no excuse to be playing as shit as they've been playing as of late, and they're getting players back as well. Like,
He's not being reviewed. He's part of the review.
that's probably why
Do you think that
they haven't really been spoken of as much early on, but they definitely deserve to be getting ripped into in the last few weeks. You're looking forward to expanding the channel once over 500 subs with community tab? I remember when that was only available to those who actually had over 1,000 subs, which I still think it should be. You know, give it an exclusive feature for those with 1,000 subs and over, not 500. That's a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it's enough. I think 1,000 is a good number. Well, they need to do a lot more than just that go time, that's for sure.
I'll just default to, what do they say? Don't commission a report you don't know the answer to. So there's a little bit of that. They don't want the answer that all your people are wrong.
I'll be honest, this is a little bit boring watching them just go on about Essendon's list management or whatever the fuck they're talking about. Xavier Campbell's reappointment. I don't really care about Xavier Campbell's reappointment, if I'm going to be completely honest. Jeez, maybe I am going to get the flu like Dylan. Start up with some Evo content go time. You know what I've noticed? I've only ever uploaded one Evo video this year, and that video has gotten over 11,000 views. So I think I need to get more Evo videos out. I know Evo's a shit game, but they get views still. Can they talk about St Kilda? Like, move on from this shit.
What's that? 60 games, 62, 66 games. So in 66 games.
Well, you know it's bad when even Sammy can make better thumbnails than go time.
Fan out there would say, yeah, that's going to happen. But I don't mind teams.
North probably have 2 or 3 players over 150 games, where West Coast still have about 8 to 10. Yet it's still being... Yeah, exactly. And North at least have some sort of future in terms of their young players. They've got youngsters that could do alright for them in the future, whereas maybe the West Coast have. Like, I think I've read somewhere where they've only had like, they only have 2 or 3 players under 22 who have played more than 20 games or something like that, which is pretty crazy.
They're going to have a couple of extra pieces that they wouldn't have counted on because of a low finish, which will either give them clout in a free.
Well, I've taught myself how to edit go time. I knew fuck all on how to edit when I started, and I still don't know that much. I know a lot more, but I'm not. Not when you're a master or anything. I'm just I'd call myself a pretty decent editor, but that's about it.
Well, not on the measures that they're putting forward.
No way.
So you can teach yourself a lot of stuff online.
It's just a really interesting period, and they're going to try and poach people. They are. And the story's going to be, who are they going to poach? Now, clearly listening to Paul Brasher today, and we've got to move on, but listening to Paul Brasher today, Alistair Clarkson will not be at Essendon next year. No. Okay? So everyone, Clarkson's name's gone. There's a lot of clubs that drop it off going after Alistair Clarkson, aren't they? So, you know, so if Essendon come out and say, no, we'll decide we're getting rid of Ben Rutt, we're going to put Alex Xavier.
It's actually a decent video idea, Will. 22 best forwards v 22 best backmen. Could actually steal that if I wanted to, because he said it in my chat, but I won't. I'll let go time. Let go time, use that idea if he wants to. Right, now they're finally looking at West Coast. They're going to rip into the Eagles. Side with a percentage under 50% of the round 11. Fair enough, Geordie. I see the viewers are dipping. I'd like to end it, but a promise is a promise, so I'll wait it out till 11:56 and we'll see what happens from there.
So, yeah, we need to own it. I think there's reasons, but they're not excuses.
The side's being largely left alone because in the end you don't care. Yeah, you go, okay, whatever we work out on that.
Go Tom, get Premier Pro. I mean, he can get Premier Pro, but he's still not going to really know how to edit at all, and it's pretty tough to get your head around. So I'd probably start with another easier, simpler editing software. Just get your head around editing the basics of editing before you move on to something like Premiere Pro, because it's a lot of money. Like it's like $25 a month, so you want to make the most out of it. You don't want to just buy it and then not really use it because you're sort of not as committed. Filmora. Yeah, use Filmora then. That's pretty solid. Ronan. Hopefully I can get it out Thursday. I mean, yeah, I should get it out Thursday. It's just that I've been streaming for a bit longer than what I should be because of the people donating on the channel.
But listening again to Adam today, and I heard it again today, and to listening then, he's in for the job. So there's people in media saying, "Oh no, Simpson might be out. He might be out. He might be out." And all you can do
Seeing as Sammy does literally nothing all day, you could play with. Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, does Go Time only want to just get Sammy on his channel? That's the thing. You probably want to get someone else on eventually. But start off with Sammy.
Won the premiership in 18. Now they're coming down the mountain, and I find it funny. He goes, "Oh, we've got to get rid of him."
Tyson, my day's been.
Another go to build this list.
It's been alright. I haven't done a lot. Just sort of stayed home and chipped away at editing and stuff.
To coaching at the bottom and guiding and nurturing and
wow, I think I just read somewhere where in the last 8 games the Eagles have had an average losing margin of 79.7. Wow, if that's the case, that's abysmal.
If you're an Eagles fan, yeah, I'm with Adam Simpson. I want him to stay. Yep. Is that your thoughts?
I came away from it asking, would they be better off under somebody else? And the answer is no.
No.
I thought he was so interesting.
He's on Xbox though, so he doesn't have. I know he doesn't have a lot of options, but still, you could get you on, Will. You feel Kennel episode 2. Nice series that Go Time gets out. Episode 1 Sammy, episode 2 Go Time. Sorry, episode 2 Will. That's about it.
I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but they're going to have to play more, get games into kids.
Yeah, it's
don't waste.
Thing to be done.
Don't waste the next 10 games.
Yep.
So yeah, watch your space. We all want them to have a win. We do. We just want them to have a win.
I don't want them to have a win. I want them to go winless. Well, winless bar the game against the Pies.
Not least of which the coach who's planning for them next.
How did Melbourne have over 60,000 members, but they can barely draw a crowd at all? Like, they only got 25,000 last week against the Dockers, 12,000 against the North. That was abysmal. And they had a pretty low crowd against the Giants. I think they had like 15k. I know it was the Easter weekend, but still, the reigning premiers, you'd think they would have as many fans as they've had in ages. Ryan becomes a veteran member. You know, it's worthy of me pausing the show just to thank you for that. Thank you, Ryan. I'll have to put your name at the end of all my videos now on my end screen, so I'll have to get round to doing that by the next video, which should be the Goal King Challenge. Why am I saying should? It will be. Why am I saying should? Be certain. I'll be certain it will. Anyways, let's unpause. We've got hopefully 13 minutes to go, but I guess we'll see how people act.
On Saturday, and now you're looking up.
He's been here 10 weeks in a row. We've won all games, and we lose one, and I'm here.
Take us into the environment this week.
Is that 12:04 p.m. now? It's not a donation, so I'm not going to count it.
It's something,
Surely add time, that costs money.
The rooms are empty, and it's something that
I won't count it. What we're counting memberships now is donation. I mean, I guess in a way that could count, but I'm not going to count it. Because I just want to end it, really. That's just out of the kindness of his heart, really, to just help support the channel. It's not... I don't think he's done that so the stream could extend for a bit longer. I think he's only done that because he wants to help out, and he can. So no, I'm not going to count that. Because I've already gone on for too much longer than what I should be streaming for. He has been, right? So I do appreciate that.
But what did the review tell you? What did Goody tell you guys that you didn't do well?
Yeah, well, the numbers came back, and the feeling throughout the game was the contest. Crucial contests, we felt like we were, whether that be ahead of the ball or behind the ball.
God, it's cold, even with his blanket and a hoodie and
we actually hadn't played them
trackies
until I think it was round 1 of 2021. So it was a fair while since we played them, and we definitely knew that they were a good side, but their system, they're going to be around
What is their system? For all those people out here, what do they do really well?
Some pomegranates. Don't really have an opinion on pomegranates, to be honest.
I guess help other individuals in their team, and that's something that
They're okay,
as a footy club, Mel,
I
we'd like
guess,
to do
but
as
I don't
well.
eat them.
Like you
I don't
touched
think
on,
I've ever
they
eaten the
probably
fruit
did better than us on the
alone.
weekend.
Is that what you do? Just to back onto you for a second. I mean, the role that you play.
Jeez, these are all pretty solid ideas,
You
Will.
remind me a little bit of Kane Lambert. And Kane Lambert's a great player, and you're playing a great role for the Demons.
Melbourne have a 5-game membership offer for $65, 25 for juniors running today. It's actually alright. Why am I rating that? No one watching the stream cares. But now you know. $25, 5-game membership for juniors. It's alright. I wonder if reacting to my umpiring highlights. Yeah, do that. I actually reckon that'll do it. Well, maybe it won't do alright, but it'll be entertaining. And it might do alright. It might attract an umpiring audience. You might become an umpiring AFL YouTuber, go Tom. Start making umpiring videos. Because no one else is going to be doing that, that's for sure. Niche down in that
You've got footy skill, but you
sense.
sacrifice your game in some ways for the good of the team. Is that fair?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm as good of a player as Christian Petracca, but for me, I see great benefit in allowing those guys to
like
play their
Langdon's
game.
goal.
If that means that I play a role,
Is that even possible to kick
probably for my self-development
on the
in
run,
last
like
18
a
months,
running
something
banana or
else
whatever,
that's
however
to
he
me.
kicked that? I think it was like a chanana or whatever you call it.
It's been more about my mindset, not just being a role player, but being a player that has a piece of excellence, and that's something
All giving me ideas. He's giving you ideas on a public forum, so anyone could steal it. GoPro games and turn them. Yeah, if you've got a GoPro your umpiring games. If you've been able to do that, if you are, that'll do all right. If you umpired a VFL game, and you're allowed to, I don't know if you'd be allowed to GoPro the actual game, or like get someone to film you umpire a VFL game when you become a VFL umpire, or if you become a VFL umpire. Sort of like what Prime Train does with his vlogs, like behind the scenes of a VFL umpire, what to do, how to prepare, all that sort of shit.
For $65, you get in there now, and for the juniors, there's also a 5-game membership for $25 with a few blockbuster games coming up. So
yeah,
in amongst them,
they're good games to get to.
VFL probably too. Yeah, it's probably too professional to like use a GoPro in the game, but you can still get someone else to film for you, even if you want me to. You got your dash cam. I don't know if you can use your dash cam as a GoPro, but I mean, maybe give it a go.
Alex, thanks for copying.
Yeah, I know, Sammy. It's professional. I wouldn't say professional as fuck. It's not the most professional league in Australia, but professional enough. It's the reserves of the AFL, so it's the second best league, I guess, in Victoria. Fucking dash cam. Yeah, strap a dash cam around your head using a GoPro strap and use a dash cam to umpire games. I don't know why I'm watching the ads. Also, even though it's generic, if you run out of ideas, you could do a pack and play with footy cards. When I did a pack and play, I called it an AFL Evolution 2 Team Coach Challenge. It did we got like 23k views. I got Geordie on for the video. I had him over at my house, and I thought, well, let's give it a go. RH Caden, and I'll take a 25k view video for 2020. Because at the time, I'd average probably 1,000 to 3,000 videos a video, maybe 1 to 2. Prime Trade says he has pro photographers recording him for his vlogs. Yeah, I agree. The recording isn't the best. Like, the camera work isn't the best, but it's still better than what most people could probably put out. But when you've got professional photographers recording for you, you'd expect a little bit better, I would probably say. Because I've seen a couple of the vlogs. They're good. I'll prefer them when he actually commentates over the top of the footage. Since I can park the car near the player, so I can do it that way. Go time. If you're using your dash cam to film your umpiring, from your car, I'm sorry, but that's going to be really shit, the footage. You're not going to be able to see anything. Because dash cams aren't even that good in terms of picking up great quality. They're not known for their quality, are they? Pack and plays are like coach careers, so they aren't. Well, they're not really like coach careers. They're a little bit different. It's more of an ROH because a coach career isn't necessarily an original idea because it's everyone does them. Everyone's been doing them for ages. But pack and plays, Caden was the first to do it. He bought footy cards. He made a team using the footy cards. That's a semi-original idea in the AFL community. So it's a semi-RH, but it's not a full-on RH. So when you do it, it's not really that bad of a copy.
So it's a key marker.
Yeah, just invest in a GoPro. That'll, I reckon, get you a long way, Go Tom, rather than using a dash cam or even a phone. Just get like, I don't know, your dad or something to film you umpire using your phone. Yeah, I know that, Will. They've been around for longer in different communities, like different areas of YouTube, but in the AFL YouTubing scene, I mean, Caden sort of came up with it himself. So it's a slight RH to Chaos, but not a huge one, a slight one. He did not come up with the idea. Yeah, but in the AFL field he did. He was the first to come up with it. Like, people did crossbar challenges before Caden did goal recreation challenges, but they're similar in their own sport. 5 minutes to go, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We can finish up in 5 minutes, but we'll see. Unfortunately, I'm expecting to go past midnight, but maybe not. Maybe people have had enough. But you're right, Will. I guess maybe it's not his own idea, but he's transformed the video idea from the football FIFA community to the AFL community. And next month, well, it's 8 minutes to go until the new month begins and the new season begins. Not every day you can say that you're streaming over 2 seasons. This could be a winter and autumn stream. Hopefully not, though.
Can I talk to you, Bont, first? But Tommy, have a think about, the defensive.
There's a bit of a day in the life of a maggot. Sorry. They go pro from that. Yeah, they don't use dash cams in that. I don't think the AFL are dishing out dash cams to those doing behind the scenes. They'd probably rather than use GoPros to be a little bit more professional.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we've got
Bi-seasonal. Well, you can be the one if you want. If you really want me to stream over 2 seasons, chuck a $5 donation or a $4 donation. I'm getting a bit tired. It's not even midnight yet. That's a concern.
Part of the reason why one of the other guests tonight, Sam DeConing, has had such a great start to his 2020 season. But we've had continuity down the back line. We're missing.
I'm going to have the stream at the back of my eye because whilst I'm concentrating on the AFL 360, I feel like a coloured message is going to pop up saying $5 or whatever. But we have 3 minutes to go, in fact. If I want to be more precise, we'll see exactly how many seconds I have to go. Can I check to see? Surely it just shows you how many minutes and seconds are right to go. It's 11:54 now.
Yeah, we're relatively pleased. I mean, it helps when we play 2 games down at Catlin.
I mean, it's solid until you compare it with other numbers. Like, I think I've had 10 million impressions this year. 20 million, oh, not 20 million this year. Actually, maybe. I want to maybe double check on that. I won't right now. I'll do it on another stream. Unless someone donates, then I'll check how many impressions I've gotten. Good series for Evo would be a what if series, like what if Max Gordon missed the goal last year. These are some genuine ideas that someone like a Sammy GFC should probably consider, but he's not going to use them, so we don't have to worry. Go Tom doesn't have to worry. He can use them himself. Go Tom. 11:55.
especially this last couple.
All right, if no one donates after 11:56, oh, he's left it late go time, but we all love him. Well, I don't really love him for doing that, but he's extended it to another 7 minutes, so it's now 12:03.
All other aspects can not just automatically fall into.
And so does Will. Jeez, Will probably didn't even need to do that donation for a bi-season stream to happen. 12:08 now. Fuck, I had a feeling people were going to do that. And not only is that another donation to get me to stream for a bit longer, it's the $100 donated, so thank you, Will. That's $100 earned from doing nothing. So I'll take that. You want to see the impressions? Oh, fuck it. Well, I did promise. Alright, we'll have a look.
It might be a bit embarrassing for those players, but surprisingly, a number of them, saw Alex Keith's
What a goal!
which was it's sensational. And Keithy, he's white line fever when he gets on the ground, and Northy's absolutely smashed.
How many
him
impressions
on
do I have?
that goal in the head. So it was unusual.
What's my average? I think it's like 6% views per impression, which is... I don't know if it's good or not.
I only heard that upstairs. I think internally it's our goal of the year, just because of Keithy and obviously the run that he made. But it's great to see special moments like this.
Surely it shows me. Impressions, reach. Go Tom really wants to know. 3.6 million in the last 28 days. Well, that answers your question. Lifetime, I've had 52 million impressions. So that's not too bad. In the last month, 3 million. And over the whole channel, it's 52 million. And then 2022, 13 million. And almost a million views. So that's alright, I guess. It probably sounds better than what it really is. Impressions don't mean a lot. It's just, I think all impressions are how many times people have seen your thumbnail and their feed. 100 doing nothing besides delay what you were planning to do. Yeah, pretty much. I guess you'll have to take that, wouldn't you, AFL? I can thank my chat for giving me $100. You need to write down some of these ideas I'm going to give to Go Time. Lol, I haven't uploaded in like a month. Well, I mean, if you want to start uploading yourself, then yeah, I don't want to waste them by giving them off all the Go Time. So what do I have to end? 12:08. Alright, luckily I've pinned the comments so I don't forget. So that's only 11 minutes. It's not really that long, but again, that's what I was saying when it was 11:57, and then we got a couple of late donations, so... We might finish this whole episode of AFL 360. We've got another 23 minutes to go.
Decision and common sense prevailed from my point of view.
Favourite Saints player? Probably Max King, I'd say, at the moment. He's a gun. Go Tom can have those ideas if you want, so just stick of... If those are ideas that you give me to Go Tom, then wow, you've given him some pretty good ideas. You better hope you've got better ones yourself. Why is Saints... Yeah, I guess it makes sense why we're $17 in the premiership market. We probably expect to do shit. We only won one flag this... our whole history, so it makes sense why we're so high in the odds. Chat, don't at 50, 50, 50, 50. Don't do that, because that'll be 3 hours 20. And after AFL 360 ends, I'm going to go straight into editing no matter what, so... If I have to do it on stream, I've got to do it on stream. Hopefully not.
Roll over into something like this. You are trying to, give feedback in real time in the game, and sometimes it can look a bit jarring even, but I sort of still see this as just a common part of the game that shows,
we all love Kelly Underwood.
Who are probably leaders of their football club, who want to,
You know what? If I'm still streaming at 1, I'm going to consider doing these more often. Like when I have absolutely nothing on the next night and I can afford just streaming for as long as I want, because at least I'm gaining cash, to be fair. And if I'm low on cash, I might sound a bit scummy, but it's pretty... If people are going to do it every couple of weeks, I might do it again. But I do want to end it soon, so just hold it off. You don't need me to continue streaming, because it's almost midnight. It's almost midnight. It's 11:59. It's 12 now. It's now winter. It's June. It's winter, June the 1st. First day of winter. First minute of winter, and you guys got to experience that with me. If you live in Vic.
It's a pretty cool milestone.
Huge. $100 for the new Evo game. Yeah, well, I've
Thank you.
generated $101 on this stream, so I could pay for the new game through this stream alone. Another ad break. You know what? Let's play Guess the Ad, but only through the audio. So you guys can't see the screen. You can only listen to what's going on. Guess the ad. The most points will receive a mod. How about that? Give you guys an incentive to want to take part. Alright, first ad. I won't say anything. You guys can listen, I'm sure. Alright. If no one got it right, we'll continue. And the good thing is this isn't live TV, so no one can cheat. If you really want to take part, A-Flag team. How about if you don't take part, I'll get rid of your mod. No one's got it right. Oh, Go Time was the first to get that one right, but he's already a mod. It was Bet365. Everyone was listing other gambling companies. Alright, this one should be fairly easy. So it wasn't Sportsbet. You said Sportsbet. The first one was Drum and Golf. The second one was Bet365. The third one, this is a bit challenging. Maybe not. Ronan, Red Rooster. Oh, he spelt it wrong. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to accept the correct spelling. So I'm going to give it to J Dodd. He spelt Red Rooster correctly. Oh, this is tough. Well, I don't even know what... Yeah, unless you're watching on screen. I'll shut up so you guys can listen. Alright. Well, they've just revealed it. So it's only a matter of time before someone puts in the right answer in chat. And it was Com Plays. It was NAB. So we've got Com Plays on 1 point and J Dot on 1 point. Alright, this one, it's a ladder company, so I mean I don't know too many ladder companies to be fair. I know this one. Everyone's listing NAB and screen.
They are the superstars. The very best of the best.
A-Fly 10 went for Bailey. I guess he got it right, so since he's already a mod, it doesn't really make much difference. It cancels out in a way. Bailey Ladders. God, I'm cold. Oh, this is a tough one. That is a tough one, if anyone got that one right.
Looks like the Rooster's calling.
Wow, we've seen a double up already. Jeez, that makes me really hungry for some chicken. Greyhound ad. You've got to be more specific. It's 7:15. Bergs has gone for Red Rooster. He got to point. So Bergs on 1 point, J-Dot on 1 point, and Colm on 1 point. How many ads are there? Oh, there's another Greyhound ad. The first to say 7:15 gets a point. I'm pretty sure that's what the ad is. Yes, the 7:15. Bergs gets another point. He's on 2. We've had this ad before as well. The ad before no one guessed was for Pepper Money, which sponsors St Kilda. Alright, we'll pause it. We might give Bergs a mod if no one can guess the last one correct. It'll be given to Bergs. I told you, we had the ad before, so you guys should know what it is. First to guess it right. I'll give you some clues. It has something to do with golf. And J-Dodd, he gets it correct. It's drum and golf, which means we go to a sudden death type. In fact, no, we keep going. We have to find a new set of ads. We're just going to forget that AFL 360 is on. We're going to find a new set of ads to determine the winner here. Wow, this is huge. We go to extra time almost. Everyone's in it again. If someone gets 3 correct ads, they could steal it from the jaws of defeat. J-Dod. See, I'm not going to give away 2 mods, only the 1 mod given away. So we're going to do a new set of ads. Alright, from now on. Alright, this is the first ad that counts. Fox Footy, I'm not counting that because I wasn't an actual ad. J-Dod gets points bet. That's 3. J-Dod on 3. He overtakes Bergs as top spot winner. Someone said sports bet. Someone says NAB. Yep, it was points bet. I'll count. I know it didn't. There's no space in points bet. I'll still allow it.
The rooster's calling. Let the chicken win.
2 minutes to go. Red Rooster, giddy up. TikTok gets a point. J-Dod was close. Jeez, we might have to end the stream before we finish this ad game. Someone quickly donate. Giddy up. TikTok with 2 in a row. He gets Toyota. He's back in the game. Back in the game. Giddy up. If he gets this one correct, this would be huge. Could be the comeback of all comebacks. People saying Apple CarPlay. I'm not going to count Apple CarPlay. No, it's not an Apple. No, I'm not counting that at all. It's a car ad. So it's not Apple CarPlay at all. A car brand that starts with N. So quickly guess that. Now we've had this ad before, so you guys should get this one correct. Nissan says Ronan. Correct. Is that your second point or your first point? I think that's your second. So Ronan's on 2, Berg's on 2, J-Don's on 3, and Giddy Up TikTok's on 2. Oh, it's your first. Nab get sorry, Colin Plays goes for Nab. That's his second point. Wow, I'm struggling to keep up with the points here. And Giddy Up gets Red Rooster. So he's on 3 points. So it's between Giddy Up and Bergs, and J-Dod to get the mod here. This is amazing. We've had this one before as well. Another double up. And it's 12:08. 7:15. J-Dod gets it correct. 4 points. Ryan on just as we were closing, I forgot it was 12:08 for a second. He's donated $10 and we've got to go for another 10 minutes. Can you believe that, Ryan? Well, for everyone else, you're an absolute legend, but I'm not too sure if you necessarily are an absolute legend at the moment because I really thought I was going to have to end the stream. But regardless, there you go. An extra 10 minutes. And J-Dod wins the game. So he got the most correct ads. So he'll get the he'll get the mod. So I don't normally give away mods, but you know what? Fuck it. Use it wisely. Don't be a dickhead with it. Otherwise, you'll lose your privilege, and you don't want to lose your privilege after just getting a mod like that. Be a bit of a waste, wouldn't it? All right, let's get back to AFL 360, considering we've got another 10 minutes to go. Could this be where Ryan just continuously donates and just fucks me up badly? Did you see my Evo idea? Just put it in chat again if you can. I tell you what though, Ryan, it's got to be enough, surely. That's all the money you've got, or that's all the money you're willing to give. All good, J-Dod. Use it wisely. Don't be a prick with it, but I'm counting on you to use it wisely.
Great to have you here. Luke Nice to see it.
Read out those names.
This list.
Jeez, Hawthorn pair to bring up 250 game milestone together. So Luke Bruce and Liam Shields both playing their 250th
John Scott, Kelvin
in the
Moore,
same game.
Jared Ruffhead,
You don't
Gary
see that very
Hayes,
often, do you?
Jason Dunstall, Jordan Lewis, Peter Knights, John Platten, Shaun Burgoyne,
Good to hear, Jade.
Sunday, Liam Shields, and Luke Bruce. That is good company to be keeping.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, it's probably when you really.
I think Saints can we can beat Brisbane, but look, I'm not very confident that we'll win. It's going to be a tough ask, considering that the Lions are an unstoppable force up there at the Gabba.
What's your motivation?
I think aside from finals, they've only lost like 2 or 3 games
The premiership era and
since 2019, or maybe even less. So it's going to be really, really challenging to beat them up there. But we've got a chance. We've been playing good footy so far this season.
How's the motivation playing with the Hawks?
True. You're right, Drifter House. I feel like Hawthorn are a side that when they have their players playing big milestones, they lift up for the occasion, and they always sort of get the result for the players playing the milestone game. So I reckon because of that, Hawks are going to get the job done. So that, I don't know, will that reduce the odds out a little bit? I feel like more people should probably tip Hawthorn because of that. But I didn't even realise, so good point. Hawks seem like the GWS of last year. Or just scrape their way into the finals by winning. So they essentially lose the games they should be winning. They lose games against the shit sides, and they win against the best sides of the comp. And in a way, they keep sort of doing that. They've beaten Geelong and Brisbane. And they've been losing against like Essendon and Gold Coast by 11 goals. I know that the Gold Coast aren't really that bad anymore, but still. They did do it for Silk, though. True, but at least this game will be a crowd. Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. I forgot. What am I saying? Silk's game was during a stage where there was still a crowd last year, so... Well, typically, they do it for their milestone plays, the Hawks. Typically. They did for Ruffhead in 2019, and they've got 2 plays, so I think they should get it done. Well, at least they'll try and get it done, at least.
Just first class. His leadership and ability to have an impact down at Box Hill has been.
Freo are sort of like that, but not to the extent of the Hawks.
He still comes back into the senior side and can play a significant role for us.
So that Brisbane game, when
Because
Mitchell put him on
like 7 times out of 10, they beat the sides they should be beating. Freo.
and you kept him to 10,000. Now you really clamped him after a game. What do you?
Reno message about Eva. Just
Great.
oh, you've put it in chat again.
He nearly wins a game for us on the back of that you stop.
Turn it down a little bit.
First half to then have
Crim mode simulation on Evo with players like Dacos and Horn Francis. Tally up their average disposals every year, like their premierships and Brownlands. I don't know about the views though. So what are you going to try and get out of that series? Like, which player is going to get a better career, or will have a better career, and you're using Evo to simulate that, or it's a unique idea. Might do well. It's worth a shot, I guess. It's not a terrible idea. Yeah, I guess compare all the youngsters right now, see how many accolades they can pick up over the next 10, 15 years. 5. Stop saying that, Alec, because it's not going to be 5 minutes. I'm almost certain it's going to be more than that. But I am praying that it is just the 5, because we've been on for 203 minutes. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Too long. I'm sorry, but that's too long for my liking. So you do it in a separate video for each player and just see how Evo think they go. Oh, okay. And I guess maybe if you do it for, I don't know how many players you're going to do it for, but let's just say you do it for like 15, 20. If you end up getting through all those episodes, you could potentially do it like a review video to see which player has gotten the best, has had the best career out of all the other players you've done in the series, potentially. Could do alright. 3 hours too long of a stream. Tell that to Sammy's 67-hour stream. Yeah, but at least Sammy had nothing fucking to do during those 67 hours, and he wanted to stream. Let's be real. He was willing to do fucking nothing for 67 hours? Because he actually did nothing for 67 hours. What did he actually do for those 3 days? He didn't do school. What did he do? He didn't make videos. He did nothing. I don't know why he did that, but he wanted to do it for watch time. But what I find funny is that watch time doesn't count for streams longer than 12 hours. I read that recently on VidIQ. So all of those hours wasted for nothing. 67 hours wasted for nothing. Pretty funny though. Sucked in, Sammy. Do you super coach or any? I did super coach. Well, I tried to do super coach in 2020, but after COVID hit, I sort of gave up. But I want to get back into doing it next year. Maybe fantasy or super coach, whatever people prefer. Like, I guess whatever more people use, I'll try and get into. And then maybe I might do like a members only fantasy league or a super coach league. Potentially. That's a good idea. I might do that. Because I actually wouldn't mind getting into something like a super coach of fantasy. It's quite interesting. I reckon I could do alright. But I'm not the sort of person that sticks to something for a long time. Like, I feel like I might give up again. But I hope I don't. I hope I don't.
Got to learn a little bit off him as well, which is nice.
He sent streaks all day. You're right. He did. Which was a huge waste. You could also do a re-simulation and get someone like Boke and make all their stats age potential. See how that would go, being that age in the current AFL. True. Yeah. The ideas are endless, almost, Will.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I probably didn't think I was going to play one AFL game. Being on the rookie list, 3 one-year contracts. There was times where I thought it was just too hard. I wanted to go home. But yeah, it was all worth it in the end. So probably a bit of patience.
Used his PlayStation once. Yeah, he maybe played a couple of games of Evo. But you guys couldn't even see the stream because he streamed on his phone. So it was pretty boring, wasn't it? At least when I did an overnight stream, I streamed on my laptop so I could play Evo, play games on my laptop, do all that sort of stuff, which was at least mildly entertaining.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this year...
And Will was on a call with him for like half... well, I was on a call for him for maybe half a day at most. But I mean, it was during lockdown, so I guess no one else had anything better to do. Stream is over. Maybe not just yet. Hopefully it is, though. 12:18. So we'll wait until 12:19 ticks over before we do wrap it up, because I know I said 12:18 finish, but before... Yeah, I'm going to pause it. Did you see Kuko's coming back? No, I didn't. Where'd you read that? Where'd you see that Kuko's coming back? That would be huge, but I find it hard to believe. He's pretty much private all his videos. Like, look up Kuko's channel, you pretty much see nothing because he's sort of given up. All right, I think we are over. Finally, we can finish. I'm just going to wait for it to tick over 12:19 so I can safely say we're finished. Go on to Kuko's most recent and find Lesser Dog's comment. Most recent comment or... Oh, sorry, most recent Instagram post or video? Because he's private of his video. Oh, it's 12:19. Oh, thank the fucking lords. All right, we can end. We can end whenever I want now because no one's donated. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I was, sort of enjoying getting a few donations here and there, but at the end of the day, I really just wanted to finish. I should stop saying that sort of stuff. I should stop making these promises. I really should. Quickly, before I do wrap it up. Oh, is Cookson up again? Let me have a look. I would say, but I doubt he is coming back. It's been a couple of weeks. Months. Years, I should say. Weeks, months, years. Since he's actually sort of uploaded or he's been somewhat relevant. Oh, well, there you go. maybe you are right. Let's go to his most recent video. What did Lesser Dog say? I'm not too sure if you are talking about videos or just Instagram posts in general. Oh my goodness. Cookson could be coming back. That could be huge. Genuinely. Like, huge for the AFL community. I don't know why he suddenly wanted to come back onto YouTube, considering I feel like he was pretty happy with what he was doing personally with work and all that sort of stuff, but he seems like he might be coming back. So that's a good way to end the stream, I guess. Cookson's coming back. So if anyone wants to watch a Cookson video, you now have the chance to watch Cookson's videos because they're all back up. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. It's been too long. There you go. Told you. Good on you for letting me know. Cheers. Good luck with your editing. Cheers, Will. Hopefully I can get through as much as possible and potentially get it done tomorrow afternoon. That's the aim. Channel had COVID in Cookson's words. Well, I'm actually super close to overtaking in subs. Hopefully that can happen. Hopefully he doesn't just start surging to subs again and now the gap increases. Hopefully that can be done. He's on 17.9k, I'm on 17.7k. So I'm very close to overtaking him on subs. Alright, anyways, see you guys. Thanks for watching and sticking around. Appreciate it. Will, thank you, Ryan, for the member and the, look, $50. Too generous. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't still be here now. Obviously, I'd be finished a lot earlier. I'll quickly finish answering the last couple of questions. Have you watched Stranger Things yet? I haven't really got round to it, but look, I should watch it before people start fucking spoiling it. I know someone will spoil it in my chat soon, so should watch it soon. He's probably coming back because DOS as a team of maybe. DOS probably is a huge motivation, or a huge motivating factor towards his potential return, I reckon, because DOS is doing really well on the tube at the moment. He might be like, well, I sort of wouldn't mind, coming back and can't claim it with the glory. All right, anyways, no worries, J-Dod. See AFL 18 and Go Time and everyone else. Aussie, cheers. And